Hello. Hi, everyone. Again, for anyone watching, the set is a bit different. We are still out in Los Angeles.
I know, week 2.
We are in LA, La La Land. La Land. We're still here active with the Americans. So, hi, everyone. It's a new different setup, but we are in the Spotify studios in LA.
Still on brand.
Which, compared to London...
Mate, if we talk...
I'm crying.
They've got 17 studios. We have 2, 3?
Yeah, 3.
3?
Yeah.
Well, you know, space in London is limited. So is that what it is?
Maybe.
They have water.
Maybe. So yeah, we're still in the LA studio. So hi everyone and welcome to this week's episode of the Receipts Podcast. It's your girl Tolly T.
And just call me Audrey.
And we have a special guest in the building. The OG lot, the ones who have been here for a minute.
The real ones.
Have listened to you being on the podcast already. And now you're back, you're bigger, you're better. It's Miss Jackie. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, baby. How are you?
I'm so happy to be doing this again.
Good to have you back.
You're
It's
here.
been a minute.
Likewise.
Do you know what? So much has changed since.
I know.
So when
We've decreased.
first time Jackie was here, there was 4 of us. Because you can
That's
tell us now
right.
too.
That's
We was
right.
at Radar Radio. We didn't have a Spotify deal then.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were
yeah,
just
for real.
figuring it out. And I think you
Yeah.
were possibly, one of our first big guests.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we
definitely.
definitely were.
Me?
Like,
Definitely.
Wow.
Like our first person who said yes to us without us really being a thing.
Yeah.
So thank you for
Thankfully.
that.
I thought I'm so
Because we
honored.
sent DMs, I knew it would just get air. It was like, okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
One day you will see.
Did they leave you on red?
Unread, completely unread.
Curious to know, after that episode aired, did you get a lot of people?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
You know what?
It just needs
Yeah.
one.
No,
people are so fake.
Exactly.
Yeah,
People are so fake,
People
though.
are very
Exactly.
superficial. It's not right.
It's so sad because if I like your content, regardless of who else
He's
is
been on it,
co-signing
yep.
you, then I don't need, I don't know. It shouldn't matter.
But it mattered and you opened
Yeah.
the door. So thank you very
well,
much.
indeed.
First, so much has changed with you since the
I
last time.
know.
How are you?
We're good.
You are running the world.
Oh, I'm trying. Actually, I'm trying to take a step back. So I'm putting
Okay.
things in place
So you
to be
don't
like,
have
I've worked
to.
so hard.
You have.
How many years has it been now of being visible? And
Well, by the time, I don't know when this episode is airing, but it may be my 16th year as a content creator, but it's now currently my 15th.
Jesus.
So yeah, we're
Christ.
moving into
15
2025.
years.
It'll be my 16th year as a content creator.
How much longer do you think you've got as a content
The
creator?
thing is, I mean, we can even talk about it, but
Mm.
the content creator, this is the first time I've been kind of side-eyeing where the industry's going.
Right.
Because I think you're supposed to be able to evolve, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. Do I want to evolve with this next wave? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's getting a little
Where do you
weirder.
think it's going?
It's getting weirder.
It's very fucking weird.
It's getting weirder.
Yeah, no, it
I
is.
think we're
so weird.
getting too much access now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not even talking about, I love change in terms of things being different.
Yeah.
I'm not so OG, I'm not one of those back in my day, if
Yeah,
I
yeah,
could post
yeah,
this, I would
yeah,
go
yeah.
viral.
Yeah.
I'm more so how is this gonna affect people? I don't
Mm.
know. It's getting a little weirder.
It's getting very, very weird. And do you know what?
Yeah.
Just organically, you come up in conversation a lot on the podcast. Because
Really?
Jackie, if there's been a team Jackie, I've been a leader.
Well, I'm
if there's been because it's because I do think the content creator space has got really weird and
Yeah.
not even because when you say this, it sounds like you want to because I won't necessarily call myself a content creator in that space. When I say things like this, it sounds like I'm trying to lock the doors and keep people out. But I think there's an idea that everyone's doing it now.
I like that the barrier to entry is low.
Yeah.
Because then, I kind of feel like that's why content creation exists. It was supposed to be this is, okay, can I just say?
Yeah, go on.
This is why I think the space has gotten a little weird,
Okay.
is that content creation was supposed to be the antithesis of entertainment.
Yes.
The barrier to entry is low.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Mhm.
It's not an industry that's
There's no
gatekept.
gatekeepers, yeah.
That's the point.
Mhm.
There's no, what do they call that?
No,
Thingy
not
couch.
blacklisted.
Thingy couch. What
I
do
don't
they
wanna
call
say
it?
the
casting couch. or
Yes.
something. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. So content creation is supposed to be the exact opposite of
Mm.
that.
Mm.
Why are you holding me to the standard of a celebrity?
Mm.
I'm not. That's supposed to be the.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
I didn't.
Yeah. I didn't
Yes.
sign up to be a celebrity.
We
I think
said. I
the
thought
wi-
we was.
I think the weirdest thing, which is why I was like, I'm really funny about people not taking what I give you. All I
Yeah.
give you is this.
Yeah,
Why do you want more from me?
Why are you
Just take it.
stretching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this for
So
Yeah.
long. Like, why
are
do you want more?
I said this is the circle. You're here.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's guide you back
Yep.
here.
Yeah.
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 And it's okay.
Yeah.
everybody does something different. I actually like the fact that the barrier to entry is low. As long as you do it and you do it damn good, I don't mind. And also, I think as long as you're like being responsible with your platform.
And I
like,
don't think there are many people who are being responsible. I think
Yeah,
my
that's true.
irk is all those people who get the come off of somebody else's bad day. Those are content creators that I can't stand. I'm so sorry.
I don't care for that style.
What do you mean?
Either.
Like, as in, like, you've been getting cancelled, and someone decides that's when they're going to start creating content.
Okay, they're gonna
have you seen the news? Yeah,
jump
Or a
in.
brand.
Yeah, it's your bad day, or it's a
Brands do
brand's
this.
bad
Yeah,
day,
yeah,
and suddenly
yeah.
that's their come up to you. And there's some people, that's all their whole page is, just like waiting for people's bad days and making content off that bad day. And I've always had a bad taste in my mouth, because I'm like, oh.
It's like, what else is there?
Yeah.
We got to get some balance, you know? I agree with that. I'm not a fan of that content style.
Yeah.
But it's more popular now than I think it ever has been.
Oh, absolutely.
Way more
yeah,
popular.
absolutely. Like, TikTok was a fun place where people danced.
Yeah, it's really
It's
changed
not-
now.
I haven't
It's
seen
now
a
everyone
dance
gives their
move
opinion with their
since.
little
Yeah.
mics.
You know what? But again, I don't even think having an opinion is bad.
Mm.
But now I've never seen people like manufacture scandals the way that they do.
Yeah.
It's like very weird.
Yeah.
It's like a landmine. It's like
Yeah.
It used to be 6 years ago, you know damn well if you said that, you're gonna get dragged.
Mhm.
You knew you're giving people the keys to slice and dice.
Yeah.
But now you could be the pick of the week.
Yeah.
For absolutely
I can look at you and
no
they're like, what did
reason.
you notice? Ashley?
Yeah,
I think there's
yeah.
a thing then. I'm like,
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like,
actually true.
what?
Yeah.
I didn't even, I'm
Yeah.
so confused.
Mm.
So that I don't love, but I still like the idea of content creation being for everybody.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And
I
you can
don't.
also find your corner.
Yeah.
You can find
Yeah,
your corner, you
absolutely.
can find your niche, you can
Yeah.
find your vibe. So I don't know. That's like my only I don't know.
But you've done such a great job because I
Thank
think
you.
there is a thing of being a content creator, but also because I always say to the girls, like the influencers, the girls, to be like, okay, what's the plan?
Yeah, you have to have one.
Because I don't think this thing can be a forever for the rest of your life thing. Because firstly, the thing is very quick to age people out.
Mm.
Oh,
Like,
don't even get me started on this one.
to age you out.
And the age keeps getting younger
Yeah, it's crazy.
and younger.
And then it's like we have the whole thing of the adultification of Black women anyway, but that's a whole
right.
different thing. And then a woman comes into this space, then she's like, oh, she's old anyway, she's this anyway.
Mm.
Suddenly she can't do this thing forever because you've suddenly been aged out, as if somehow my age means I suddenly don't like weaving makeup anymore.
Mm.
Like, but
Right.
because also my thing is that like I like the older girls because they've got more money and they've got more
Yeah.
experience and there's a thing to aspire to as well.
I agree.
But-
And also
Sure.
your audience grow with you. Not everybody that follows you is young. Like that's what I hate, the ageism in the
Yeah.
industry. It really bothers me because you act as though people that haven't followed you since they were, I don't know, 25 aren't still interested.
They're not 25
exactly,
anymore.
they're
They've
growing
grown
with
up,
you. So
yeah.
I'm not going to relate to a content creator that's 25 anymore. I want to keep following the girls that are similar ages to me, that have similar lifestyles. So it just feels really like unfair. But also
I
the
agree.
accessibility, because you know what you were saying about like it's the opposite of, gatekeeping. I feel like, do you remember that episode? And bear with me, okay? Stay with me, ladies. Do you remember that episode of Love and Hip Hop? Yeah.
What one?
Where
There's so many standout episodes.
Erica Mena and Kimbella had that fight.
That was crazy.
And Erica Mena's whole thing was like, I was a video vixen, I was getting paid, and girls like you come in and do it for free.
Oof.
So it kind of like tarnishes
yeah.
the
Right, okay.
name of the the girls that were doing it before that were getting paid.
I
I feel
remember
like
this.
it's kind of similar. I feel like other content creators that are giving so much accessibility because they have to build their audience, so that people that already have audiences, like the pressure, people now put a pressure on you to do the same thing because it's like, well, that girl's giving me everything. She's giving me access to all areas. So why can't
Yeah.
you do the same? But it's like, hon, I've built my audience. Like we're in a completely different space. Do you know
I
what I
agree.
mean? Yeah.
I've had very similar thoughts as well. I do think that sometimes people who post and share everything,
Mm.
it makes it harder because it's like, that's never been true and authentic to me.
Yeah.
So I've actually had to be, well, first of all, especially as a dark-skinned Black creator, like
Mm.
I have to offer something better. I have to give better quality. I
Yeah.
have to be a little bit more strategic. I have to be a
Mm.
little bit more creative to get your attention,
Mm.
right? But I don't want to do those things at the expense of like putting all my business on Front Street.
Yeah.
So I have to be a bit more creative. I have to be a bit more strategic.
Mm.
So then when you have somebody else that wants to overshare consistently all the time, they're looking at them and they're like, wait,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you
Yeah.
show me the entire
'cause
blueprint
someone else
Exactly.
to your
is.
house?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
And
what Homegirl just did a week ago.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Exactly.
but I'm not her.
I'm not her. And I
I
feel
also-
like dark-skinned Black women are held to a completely different standard
Oh, all
as
the
well.
time.
Like the things that everybody else can get away with, us Black women cannot get away with it. So we have to be even more strategic in how we like move because yeah, the standards are just completely
I
different.
also worry about digital footprint. I also worry about how many years from now, how comfortable you're going to be that that's still on the internet.
Well, that's why I don't
Like, you don't
say stuff
worry.
anymore.
Yeah,
Because I've been on the internet long enough to know,
Yeah.
that
everything comes
Exactly.
back
Full
Even
circle,
around.
if you
yeah.
delete it off your platform,
Yes.
someone has
Yeah.
screenshot
Someone
it
screenshot it.
somewhere.
Someone
It's
is discussing it somewhere else.
on the
People
internet.
do that with live. That scares me so much. Like when
That's why I
people
don't
are
like
on,
live.
yeah, when people are on live, people are recording it. So I'm like, how is this whole entire live now been transferred to like another platform? Like, why are you recording a
'Cause they're
random
waiting
live?
for your fuck
I
up.
know.
That a
They're
celebrity,
waiting.
yeah,
for your
a
fuck
celebrity
up.
just wants to
Waiting.
connect with their fans.
Yep.
They're doing a live,
Right.
hopping on, it's innocent. But the whole thing is like on a blog.
Mm.
That is
That's
mental.
wild to me.
Because they're waiting for you to say something.
Yeah,
and be
they
like,
are, and then
gotcha.
screenshot
Yep.
and then post
Yep.
it
Yeah,
and then
they
have
are
the oh
waiting.
my
People
god,
are messy.
Yeah, oh my God, they're waiting
and we live for a little mess.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I'm not above
Crazy.
mess, right?
No, of course.
I am not going to be that. I'm not
Honey.
above mess. I'm not above gist. But I don't like it when like people are planted to mess.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
like
yeah.
someone
I
just
don't
does something
Yeah,
in
when
the
you're trying to
manipulated
catch
mess.
someone
Yeah,
out.
I don't like
yeah,
being
yeah, yeah.
set up. I don't
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Exactly.
Set up,
I
that's
don't
the
like a
word.
manipulative. No, that's not cool.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
But
People
what I was
really
going
are
to say is that you've
waiting.
done a really good job of doing like what happens after content creating.
Yeah.
Which is like the businesses you've set up
Yeah.
and trying to find a thing. And consistently every day I'm like, God, what is my big idea?
Mm.
I'm telling you, this year there's not a business idea I've not thought about.
Really?
I was like, a nursery maybe. People have kids all the time. Maybe I open a nursery.
Hey,
Like,
look.
I was like, hey,
You can do whatever you
one of the things,
Yes.
because I feel like there is a need to have a thing that makes money outside of me being there.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that's been a thing that I've been trying to say to myself and also like my friends. We're kind of like, just like financial literacy, right?
Mhm.
What happens after you're not the it girl anymore?
Yeah.
Mm.
How
Or
are
what if
making
you
money?
never become the it girl?
Exactly.
Everybody's not meant
Gonna
to
be that
become
level
the
of
it girl.
influence. Yeah.
Some people are just going to have a community, but not necessarily are going to give it girl. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's not meant to be that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if everybody's an it girl, then no one is.
Then
Yeah,
no one is.
exactly.
So it
There's no
actually doesn't even
yeah.
like
it takes away the whole part of
Yeah,
it. But you've done that.
exactly.
You've got the
Thank
perfume
you.
line. You've
Mm.
like what was it that shifted that was like, hey baby girl, how long are we gonna talk on the internet for?
You know what's so funny is like I wasn't thinking of a backup plan
Okay.
when Dennis and I, because Dennis and I are co-founders.
Yeah.
So it was really kind of him driving me to think about it from the business. I'm just like, I just want things to be pretty and I want to create. I want
Yeah.
to create. I'm
Yeah,
just happy
yeah,
to be
yeah.
here. Like, I'm just having fun. Like when we started Forever Mood, for those of your audience that may or may not know, we have a fragrance brand called Forever Mood. And it's the baddest fragrance brand.
I know that's fine.
Period. Okay. So we started with candles, and really, I was trying to be a disruptor in the fragrance space in general. But I was like, I want to start with candles because even though perfume is like really where my heart is,
Yeah.
I just want to see if, let's crawl before we walk.
Yeah.
And so we were just like starting really small, thinking more passion project. Dennis would like meet with vendors and he would coordinate meetings and we were testing samples. And it was really us just kind of like having fun with it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
we weren't
yeah.
really thinking like, I wasn't at least. I'm sure Dennis probably was thinking a strategy because his investment banking background, like that's ingrained in him. That's not ingrained in me.
Yeah.
So that was like 2018 really, when we were kind of just like exploring and talking about it. And much like with social media, like I was not thinking of it being my career. Like it just happened.
Okay.
Like most of my successes have been circumstantial. So that's why it's funny when you say, what's going to be my next big idea? In my head, immediately I thought maybe it's not as big as you think it needs to be. Like sometimes your big ideas are really things that you're doing every day. Like you
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it was more like thinking passion project, whatever. Boom, then COVID happened. We're stuck at home. And then Dennis brought the idea, because we kind of like shelved the idea.
Yeah.
And Dennis brought the idea back. And he was like, we should revisit this. Like, we're at home. You're still wearing fragrance. You're still enjoying candles. Surely there's an audience of people that are probably out there doing the same
Yeah.
thing.
And so much so during COVID as well. You just wanted nice things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this was before, I don't know if this was happening in the UK as well, but like 2019 or 2020, like towards the end of the year, that fall was like everybody had a candle.
Oh, yeah.
So this was before. So we picked it back up, met with manufacturers. We had a partner. We started testing samples. We approved everything. We like put in a PO and we were like, okay, we're thinking this could be like 6 months worth of inventory. We started the business on my birthday. We launched, and that's what we thought was supposed to be 6 months worth of inventory was gone in 2 hours.
Oh my God.
And I was
That's
like,
a beautiful problem to have though.
It's a problem nonetheless because everybody loves the like we sold out and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, it sounds good, but that's like a logistical nightmare.
Yeah,
Like
of course.
especially when you're new, like it's
Mm.
your first time launching something, and we're in the middle of a global pandemic. So even like well-established brands that have been in existence for decades,
Yeah.
we're having shipping problems, we're having
Of
logistic
course,
issues.
yeah.
So now we're starting our
And when
business
it's
in
your
the
turn,
midst of it.
this is why I don't support black
No,
women.
Everything's out of
exactly.
stock already.
That's
Yeah.
exactly some. We got more support than
Yeah.
anything, but that's of course the angle that some customers wanted to go with, and
Yeah.
it's really unfortunate because it's like, so it couldn't have been FedEx's fault. My black ass
Your black
problem.
business.
It's my black ass's problem that
Yeah.
you're. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
We don't even have the package
Yeah.
anymore. How is it? I'm confused.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, that did not represent the majority. Luckily, we got an insane amount of support. We had more people that were like, I just want to pre-order it just to like I just want to pay for it now
Just
so I
so I
have
know
the
it's
peace of
coming.
mind of so yeah, like that's really how it started. But I wish I could say I foresaw this being no, I didn't. I literally was like, it would just be something that's fun to do.
Yeah.
And so because it started so big, we had to completely repivot how we prioritize business because now it was like, well,
This has to be the main thing.
this is a
right?
business.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we're fully self-funded.
Wow.
We haven't taken any investment yet, but we will one day because this is now coming up on year 5. 2020. Yeah, because we started in 2020.
Course, yeah.
I swear it feels like we blinked and we started that business. It's like flown by.
Wow.
So yeah, 2025 will be our 5th year, half a decade.
That's incredible.
We've sold over 500,000 candles.
Wow.
500,000, not in dollars. We've
Like
obviously
yeah.
it's not the same, but 500,000 candles as of 2022. So God knows where we are now. So it's been insane. And then we launched our fine fragrance this year, which by the way, I have presents.
No way.
Let's
Oh
go.
my
When
god.
is it going to be available in the UK?
I was literally just about to
Okay.
say, we don't even sell on your content.
Yeah.
You're getting it. You're getting our.
Oh my
Why,
God,
thank you.
I'm so
what was this
excited.
shit?
Oh my god,
you,
stop
honey.
it.
All of them.
Oh,
Okay.
I am her.
I am her.
Which
she is
is-
me.
Oh,
I am her was
thank
kind of
you.
like our hero juice because
Yeah.
everybody loves pink. And this is kind of like, if you don't know where to start with I am her.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah.
How do we go
back?
about the name pickings? What was that? How did you decide that? Because I
You don't
love
choose
things
the name.
like
The
that.
name chooses you.
Okay.
Okay.
And you know the name of the brand is Forever Mood. So it's
Mhm.
more. It's not just what you're smelling. It's how it makes you feel.
Okay.
So when I wear I am her, I feel like the ultimate feminine
Okay.
woman
I like
with a
that.
twist though.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it has a little bit. I'll just describe the notes.
Okay.
The top notes are raspberry and pear.
Ooh, I'm gonna
So
smell it.
the top is the first thing that you smell when you spray it.
Yeah.
But the longer you wear it, it kind of deepens a little bit.
I like that.
And you get like red velvet accords.
Oh.
Yes.
And yeah, red velvet. And it literally smells like a fluffy pink
Yeah.
perfume.
I love the bottle as well. This is
Isn't it
gorgeous.
so pretty.
What was the launch of that like? Because I remember there was a lot of talk on the internet.
Okay, first of all, the internet is not real life.
It's not. It's just the weirdest space.
And how people are
This is
overall,
gorgeous.
it's mostly, I would say, like people love the scent.
Yeah.
They're frequently rebuying. But before we even came out, people were there. Like I saw a couple people saying that the bottle was cheap. And I was
Cheap
was-
where?
I was so confused
This is
because I
gorgeous.
was like, I don't even hear you because the product hasn't even launched yet. So when you see it,
Yeah.
I'm not even, I literally, I
Uh-huh.
think being an entrepreneur is you have to find that fine line between what people say right off the bat versus like what your customers and your actual supporters are
And
saying.
then how does that feel when it's because a lot of what you do as a content creator is personal. This
It's
is
personal,
this
but it's
is
not.
yours.
But it's still, you know what though? Like at the end of the day, if you're not swiping that card, I don't hear you.
You know what? It's
You're not my
actually
customer.
true.
You're not my target
And
demographic.
it's rarely ever your customers.
Exactly.
It's rarely ever
And
people that like
and it's
you.
okay. It
Yeah.
doesn't make them terrible people, but you have to learn how to be able to distinguish like
Chat. Yeah.
discourse
Mhm.
of people who don't really like you, or honestly, people that are not really in the fragrance space. Our audience is not really people who are not fragrance lovers or people who are not interested in fragrance lovers. And I just want to reiterate, they're not terrible people, but they're just not my target demographic.
Yeah.
Like they're just
absolutely.
not. So it's hard to like take it serious because it's like, I mean, everybody's gonna say something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
everybody has
yeah.
an opinion.
Yeah.
And you don't really have to know much about anything to have an opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think. Ooh, I'm not gonna say that. Okay. I don't like basketball is not that entertaining to me.
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't know much about it.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm not the authority
So
on that.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
and
yeah,
no
yeah.
one's gonna care about my opinion about
Yeah.
basketball, but that's just not
But
my
I think,
lane.
but the thing is, knowing that it means you don't talk about basketball. Like,
You see how that
Yeah,
works?
yeah,
Why does
yeah.
anybody do
Yeah,
that?
it's
And I
very
know
simple.
that,
I
hey, that's
just-
probably not my thing.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to say anything about it.
That's all.
And so I don't understand why, when it's not your thing, just
I think
don't.
people just want to be involved in a conversation,
And that's
whether
fine.
it's good or bad. Do you know what I mean? They just want to be
Yeah.
involved, and I think also respectfully, right? I feel like the kind of people that are just online talking shit about things that they have no concept of, then they haven't bought the product, they don't have product in hand, like they're not even necessarily a fan, they don't follow you, whatever. Like they're kind of just like
What are you trying to say, girl?
I know exactly.
Girl.
Like, what the setup was really
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
girl,
What are we saying?
they're just like kind of losers.
Okay.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like in the most respectful way, because how is it possible that you're talking about something that you have not paid for, you haven't seen it, hasn't even fucking launched yet, and you've got an opinion? That to me, you're just a hater.
Do you know what? I really just want us to bring back group chats. I think there were so
What
many
happened?
like
you said that really fast. What?
group chats. Like,
Oh, bring back.
yeah, yeah. Like
I agree.
There was
But
so
the
many.
problem is, people don't have that in real life.
Because
That's what I'm saying. That's why I think they go online trying to
Yeah.
stir up trouble, because maybe they don't have access to that. Because it just, I don't know, I can't compute.
my thing is, I
yeah.
just chat shit in my group chat.
Mm.
Like, as in, like,
And I'm a different person.
And-
I'm a different person.
That's
online,
safe
honey.
space,
You
honey.
may not like me actually because I'm going
'Cause
raw.
I'm
Like
gonna
I'm going
talk.
in. I'm going to talk. I got stuff to say.
in that space,
But
and
there's a time and a
everybody here
place.
knows my heart.
Yeah.
So if I'm like, that girl's a piece of shit, no
Yeah,
one's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
every so often the group chat gets so bad that I'm
Mm.
like, guys,
I'm crying.
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
not
too
this is
much.
not
It gets-
godly of us.
It gets diabolical. But you know what? I feel
keep
like
it
that's
in
such
there.
a good point.
Hmm.
When you are around people that know you and care about you,
Mm.
Yeah.
they are able to practice the discernment of like, okay, you had a bad take this one time, but
Mhm.
I'm not going to slaughter you because I know your heart.
Yeah.
I have
Grace,
a rapport
yeah.
with you. I think you're a decent person
Yeah.
overall,
Mhm.
and I'm not just going to like dismiss you and trash you. So that's how I think, and this could be advice to anybody, aspiring creator or
Yeah.
an existing creator. If I know, or you know what is even the easiest way to like not take something personal, when you go on someone's page and they're just trashing everybody.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's just what they do.
okay, I'm not the
It's
problem.
not
And, yeah,
you.
and a
I'm
lot
not
of
the
the
problem. They don't
time
like
they're just
anybody.
trying to get
Okay,
attention.
I'm safe. I'm
yeah,
good.
Yeah,
It's cool. I
yeah.
can sleep good at night.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I think I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
actually
it's
true.
easy. It's so much easier to dismiss that. But when you really have like, because even as our brand, we've gone through this as a brand where we got feedback overall, like dissatisfied feedback, and we had to internally take a look and say, okay, these are real customers that
Yeah.
are saying that are having dissatisfactory like feedback with the product.
Mhm.
We need to listen and
Mm.
what is it that they're saying? Is there consistencies? Like it's an incredibly difficult thing to
Yeah.
differentiate,
Mm.
especially as a brand founder who's so much of a public face of your brand,
Mm.
to be able to differentiate between like real customers that like are like, hey, like I have a concern versus just
Someone who's just-
yapologists.
Would you recommend being the face of your brand? Because you have
No.
many.
I don't
brands that-
want to at all.
Yeah.
That's why the brand is also not named after me, but
Mm.
because it's so new, you have to be in the weeds.
Yeah,
You have to. You have
especially
to.
when you're as big as you are.
Yeah,
It'll be
yeah,
ridiculous
Yes.
to not use.
You
that.
have to
Yeah.
shamelessly like plug your brand. Like when I
Mm.
tell you, I want to see you forever moving on these red carpets. I want to see it in your purse.
Mm.
I want to
Yeah.
see it in bathroom. Sometimes I'm even tempted. I'm like, where do I draw the line? Sometimes I'm
Mm-mm.
even tempted when I go to like really nice restaurants,
Just to
the
leave.
public bathrooms, just leave my
Just
bottles
leave
there.
it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I can't say that I haven't done it.
No, because if I saw
Yeah,
a
you gotta do
bottle,
what you
I
gotta
will
do.
go to it. If
Yeah,
I went to it, I'm like,
absolutely.
oh, what's this? And I will go
Absolutely.
smell it. And if
Yeah,
I like it, I'll
yeah,
take a picture
yeah,
of it or I'll steal
definitely.
it.
I'm not a stranger to someone being like, what are you wearing? And
Mm.
I literally open my purse, take it out of the Birkin and put it in their Birkin.
Good.
Yeah.
And the girl's like, wait, no, like I'll buy it. And I'm like, baby, you're not gonna find it. You're not gonna find it, boo. You're not gonna find it. Like, let me just toot my own horn.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find it. Just take it. And it's like, it's like it's a
Mm.
like I love how much of a conversation starter fragrance is.
Mhm.
Because these are like even people that you wouldn't necessarily interact with.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
Because like me, I have RBF. So most times people don't come up
Wait,
to
what's
me.
What's
our
up, yeah?
best in bitch face?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So most
Same.
times, like I'm not really like approachable, but when
Yeah.
you talk to me, I'm like, oh, the gift of gab, honey. Like,
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna bring you in. Like, I'm gonna, like I'm a really personable person.
Mm.
So I love that sometimes fragrance breaks down that wall.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh my God, like I don't want to be that person. Like, what are you wearing?
Mm.
And I'll just give it to them and they love it. And it's like such a happy exchange.
Yeah.
And just like a really fun way to like connect with other people.
Do you know
I
there
love
are
that.
people who have like the direct opposite of resting bitch face?
Who they're always happy.
No, it's like you get it because people consistently ask them for directions. People rarely ask me for directions because I don't look approachable.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I
But
live in
there
the
are
US,
some
honey.
people,
I
they're
know.
like,
I
they're
don't want
always
men
getting
talking to
asked.
me.
And I
No.
notice it. So when I want directions, I'll watch faces. I'm like, okay, they look.
Yeah,
They look smiley.
Yeah.
Then
See
I'll
who
go
looks
to
nice.
them.
Yeah,
who looks
yeah.
nicer.
See who won't tell me no.
Yeah.
Potentially.
But the thing is, ultimately, if you do come to me, in fact, I'll take you there. I'm like, actually, I'm going on the
Facts.
way. I will take you there.
Facts.
But I actually do kind of like it because it just avoids
keeps
like
people away.
Yeah, I mean, because
Yeah.
you know, especially as a woman
It's exhausted.
living in a
Yeah.
big city,
Yeah.
like I don't want to be approachable.
Yeah, no, you kind of have to be unapproachable as a woman living in a city. You just have
You
to
do.
be. Yeah, because people take your kindness for weakness and all the rest of it. And it's just, this is not an invitation. Like the smiley face is not an invite.
Especially men.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, but men, look,
It's exhausting.
You've created the world that we live in. So this whole women don't smile.
But
so
deal with how we.
I
don't want
hate,
to.
I hate when they say that, you know.
It's all.
when they're like, oh, why are you not smiling? It's just like,
I'm
bro,
like,
have you
why
seen
are
the world?
men
Have you seen the world? Like,
Look at
what's
the
there
world
to
we
smile
live
about?
in.
Do you know what you have to
Exactly.
do that? Someone said that to me. Give us a smile about. I was like, what's there to smile about?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I said that too.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Give
give us a
us.
smile out.
They say it all
And
the
I was
time.
like,
the
I
audience,
was like, what's there to smile about?
huh?
He was like, all right. And then,
Yeah, you just got to be like, well, we live in a patriarchal world,
like,
and then just
what
start
do I
talking
have to smile
feminist
about? I'm going
jargon.
through a lot actually. So,
Yeah.
But a
leave
real
the
man
fuck
will
alone.
understand that.
Yeah.
Like Dennis knows when I be saying men ain't shit, I'm not talking about him.
Yeah,
And he agrees actually. He
Exactly.
actually
Yeah,
agrees.
yeah.
And
which
also
is sad.
historically, like I think it's insane to think women are mad for saying that. Because historically, we have seen it.
Have you been paying attention?
They
have
don't get it,
We
though.
consistently
No, they
see
get it. They don't care. I had the craziest conversation.
Let's hear it.
This whole like, what do they call it? Daughter, gay son?
That dichotomy. I'm so
So
bored of that.
the worst. I feel like the worst thing people think that they're, and I don't remember. Oh my God, a TikTok creator woke this up, and she said, I want to say her name is Dejanae Jones.
She's just talking about they're both involved, them being involved in men.
No,
Is it
but
that
she
one?
said that the worst thing that your child can be is like your son being gay, because even men can acknowledge
that men
liking
have.
men.
Yeah.
Like the idea of liking men.
Ultimately, they're
messes
both linked
their-
with liking men.
Yes.
The gay daughter,
What
gay
is-
son, or the
daughter.
It's
Yes.
liking men.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
ultimately, the conclusion is that why would you like men?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That like
Yeah.
instead of unpacking that and
I
changing
saw
that,
the exact same thing. I was like,
yes,
oh my God.
I love her because
Yeah.
when she said
she
that,
cracked it.
it literally
Like,
Mm.
something shifted,
And men, so that means men are aware that men are shit.
and they don't care to
Yeah.
change it,
Mm.
and they want us to just fall in line and accept it.
Yeah,
But you know what it
And
is?
I don't want to.
The issue is that they do this thing of differentiating themselves. So, you know, it's like you have to always, like when you have these conversations, you always have to you always
Not
have
all
to
of
start,
them.
you always have to start off by saying, now, I know you're all going to say not all, because their whole thing is not all, and they will really lament on that point. Like you could be talking about literal statistics. I was on a TikTok live the other day and they were talking about just like women's safety and all the rest of it. And the girl was spitting facts. So I feel like if you're going to have conversations with men, they try to they try to weaponize this thing of like, oh, well, we want the numbers. But when you give them the numbers and the stats, then they're still arguing with it.
It's
Do you know what I
insane.
mean? So it's literally like, no, the stats say this, the stats say that, and that says that the majority of men do this. And they're still like, not all men. Like they hang on to that, especially if that they believe that they're not that way inclined or whatever. They can't see past the all men thing.
They
They just
don't
don't want to
care.
be categorized.
My thing is,
They
okay,
don't care.
it might not be all, but it's enough of you.
It's enough.
There's
Yes.
enough of you to make numbers up.
Yes.
So
And if
it's
you're-
enough of you.
And if you're more hung up on that 5%, 10%,
Mhm.
not all of us, that's just your ego speaking. And I'm so
100%.
sorry, but like I will look any man dead in the eye and I will say, my safety and well-being is way more important than your ego.
Of course.
I don't
Exactly.
care
Your feelings
about
don't
your
matter
ego.
right
I
now.
don't care about your hurt feelings.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the
Mhm.
day, my hurt feelings have never not like ever saved me from being in the
Exactly.
safety of or from not being harmed by men.
Mhm.
I don't have enough time to decipher if you are the not all men or
Yeah,
the some
And
men.
I
yeah.
don't
I just have to
care
I just have to
to.
get my
You're
keys out and
welcome.
keep it
care
moving.
to.
Yeah.
I'm going
Mm.
going to assume you are a threat and
Yep.
you are of danger to me if
Mhm.
I don't know you, if I
Exactly.
don't have a rapport with you, if I'm walking down the street and I'm just trying to get from point A to point B, sir, I might even ignore you, especially if I'm by myself.
Yeah, of course.
I won't like disrespect you.
Mm,
I won't talk down to you. I won't demean you.
mm.
But I'm not willing to take the chance. They're under no damn circumstances. If I'm at the gas station, don't ask me to help you. Don't ask me
Yeah.
for directions.
Yeah.
Don't ask
No.
me, hey,
Yeah.
you got a couple.
As a
No.
man,
I
no.
don't.
As a man,
As a man, ask another
especially
man.
when it's late, you have don't ask me anything.
Mm.
I actually
Ask
don't know.
another man.
Yeah, I don't know
Ask
anything.
another man.
Mhm.
I'm
Mm.
so sorry,
Yeah.
but like your bruised ego and your hurt feelings are just not worth
It's not
taking that
important
risk.
enough.
Yeah, exactly.
My life is more
Yeah,
important.
yeah, yeah. It's
Totally.
because like the argument about the bear or the man, which was like the funniest thing ever.
Which
Because
is
men
so
were so
funny.
offended.
You know what's so funny?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's so
yeah,
funny
yeah,
because I
yeah.
had no idea it's so funny because this discourse was going on, and my nickname for Dennis is Bear. He's literally my bear, and I'm like, well,
So you chose the
my
bear
name
as
is
the
both.
man.
Yeah, Bear, but but I feel like it's a valid like. Men are just men. Like
Yeah,
they're
they're
too much.
Yeah.
Systemically, like,
Yeah.
and you can have a good man and still acknowledge,
Oh, of
no, this
course.
is
Yeah,
crazy. Like,
definitely.
Yeah, of
this
course.
is, I'm not gonna live in oblivion.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
know, like the world is still the world that we live in. And it's so funny because like some of the men who've done the most harmful, messed up things to me are well respected, are very on the outside, very clean cut, nice looking men,
Mm.
but they're still shitheads.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And I think there is something about that. Like, as someone, maybe a man has done something awful to you, whatever, and watching the world
Love
respect
them,
them and
respect
love
them,
them.
adore them.
I-
They would never.
That's why every woman who's ever spoke out about any actor, any man that's famous, I'm like so proud of them because I think there must be something in watching everyone held this person who's like, this person has done awful things to me.
It's so horrible.
And like they often don't get that punished for it. And
Yeah.
which I was just talking about with someone with FK Twigs and Shala.
oh
And
God, that poor girl.
Mm.
She went through it.
She
she went
it
through
bad.
so much with him. And I don't know how much he's been punished for it. Really.
I don't think he has.
I think he's been in a
film.
few
I know he's been in
movies
film
since.
since.
I don't think
Yeah.
anything that
People are still
drastic
screaming
as-
his name on the red carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It was
As the
completely
woman
ignored. I don't think
watching-
that made that much noise.
Because I remember his
Yeah.
the first time he was out in public after everything, people were excited.
Mm.
I was like, wait, she just said all of these things, and you dare be a woman that someone accused wasn't nice one time.
Oh my
and
god.
then they tell
Yeah.
you why
The
don't
standards are
you
completely
say
different.
anything the first time it happens?
Yeah. Oh
Because
my
after the
God.
20th, you still don't
You
believe me.
still
So
believe me,
Yeah.
so what's the
Exactly. Exactly.
It's always like moving the goalpost. Why didn't you do this?
Yeah.
Why didn't you do that? That's why when it comes to like talking even about like abuse victims, it's like, stop asking them why they like this is the most non-productive question. Stop asking them why they didn't say anything. It doesn't matter. The abuse happened. Start
Exactly.
questioning why abuse exists in the first
Exactly.
place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My thing is when they start, all of a sudden they have the most amount of trust in the law enforcement. Like when it
Oh.
comes
Oh,
to
yeah,
when
yeah.
it comes
Yeah.
to women's issues, all of a sudden, why don't you go to the police, the police, the police, the
Oh,
police?
shut
But
up.
on a normal day, you start talking about not snitching and the police ain't shit and police brutality, of course, which are all very real things. But like when it comes to women's issues, we're supposed to just trust in the law. Like, come on.
Have you? So I haven't watched the Megan documentary yet. Have you
Oh my
watched it?
God.
I haven't heard it.
I haven't watched
good.
it. Yeah.
Honestly, it is the saddest thing ever. Like,
Wow.
it's it is it's really deep. It's really, really deep. But one kind of good thing that's come out off the back of it, they did feature like a lot of people that were talking shit online, calling her a liar and stuff like that. And there was one guy, he done a TikTok and he was like, and trigger warning, but he literally was like, Tory should have aimed higher. Yeah.
A man
A
said
man
this?
said this. Yeah. And he's in
What
his,
did Megan do to him?
Exactly.
Why
a
would
whole
you say
stranger.
that?
A whole stranger. And he's in his car and he's wearing his FedEx uniform. When I say, and then do you know what? I saw a TikTok.
He
yeah,
lost that jump so
and then this
quickly.
woman was watching the documentary. She was like, "Yo, who is this?" She paused it on his face. She was like, "Who is this? Who is this?" And that was the whole TikTok. I promise you, 5 minutes later, they found him. They tracked him down, and he got sacked. And his whole page was on private. He'd like muted comments. He'd like locked off comments. Everything. They found him and they got him out of here. So sometimes the power of the internet also has its
Why would
benefits.
he-
But why would you
Why
say
would
that?
you say
But also,
that?
can I just ask,
It's
why is everyone
disgusting.
so open to easily just hate women? So like, it's like all the range. Like women do it to women, men do it to women. Why is it okay that it's just a thing that everyone just does now? No one kind of
I
like,
don't get it.
no one
Yeah.
criticizes people for doing it. You can
Mhm.
see it with Megan, you see it with so many people that like, hey, you can just openly hate this person. What do you mean you should have shot higher? What does that fucking mean?
Exactly.
And why?
Because she did what?
What does she do
What does she
exactly?
do?
Yeah, it's
And
just
you
it's
doing
completely
this all-
unwarranted.
all over a rapper.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
Did he revolutionize? Like, I'm
Wow.
confused.
Mhm.
Did he cure cancer? Like, I'm so
Mhm.
what
confused.
song has he made that's that good?
His music does
Like,
not slap like
what's
that for you
that
to be
good?
justifying that sort of violence. It's
That's
just
He
insane.
didn't
don't-
even make Thriller. Like, what is
exactly.
that?
Please tell
What
it. Say
is
it again.
that good?
Say it
That
again.
man has made.
Exactly. Nothing.
All this for chicks tape, guys.
Exactly.
Really?
But the
For
thing is,
remixes other people's songs. That's what we're doing all of
Mhm.
this
Is that
for.
what we're doing?
but
Like,
people,
what is he
and it's
done?
mainly women that are supporting Megan, obviously. But like the vitriol that woman received off the back of her being, she said it in the documentary. It was so sad because she was like, "I was just a victim."
Like,
She was
I
like,
just-
I just got shot. And even her saying it that way is like minimizing something so like traumatic. Like it's just crazy. But please watch the documentary. It's
I
really
will.
good. It's really good. Like,
The clips I've seen and what really got me, because like we often get like dilemmas about people and like friendships, and just
that
her.
part.
My
That
God.
part.
Yo,
'Cause
I've been
essentially-
betrayed by friends, but not
No, this one
to
is-
that
this-
level of betrayal.
Because basically
Honestly.
Megan insinuated that he paid her off.
Paid off the friend.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
friends
Wait,
basically
she
changed her
insinuated
story
this in the
in the
documentary.
documentary.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that she basically took
Oh.
money, that a Tory had offered like $1 million or something, and she basically took it. And it's not that she called Megan a liar. It's that she claimed she didn't remember anything.
So she's omitting information.
So she's
Yeah,
omitting
basically.
information.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
is
from your
wild.
best.
And it's so sad because in the documentary, sorry guys, I'm probably spoiling it for you, but in the documentary, you see them beforehand because I think she's been filming this for a while. And you see Kelsey in it, and they're the best of friends. And when Megan's mum died, she was there for her. They were so close. And then now we're here.
But what happens when you break up with a friend that's been a part of so many of your exclamation mark moments? Because you see a thing where loads of people are like, that was their bridesmaid, and years later they've never spoken again. Like they don't talk again. Or like that
Yeah.
was like so many people, there's a bridesmaid that they just don't talk to anymore. Or someone that's been there when this happened, when big dramatic moments happen, and suddenly you're just not friends anymore. Like
It sucks.
and no one tells you that as a girl growing up that that's gonna
One day
happen
they
to
might
you.
not be there.
Yeah.
Look, when you asked that question, I said nothing. Like, I auntie anybody. Look, my family members can get it. Girl,
Then
you are no
yeah,
different.
yeah,
Okay.
commit.
I just feel
absolutely.
like everybody's meant to be in your life for certain stages, and it sucks. It's soul crushing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean people are dismissible, but it does mean you can get through it. Like if somebody betrays you, you have to accept it for what it is, because it's like, and then I feel like we get caught up in like what a friendship was, or those milestone moments that you mentioned, and friendship breakups.
Yeah.
And
are
time as well. I feel like we
awful.
place so much
Yeah.
emphasis on
Time.
like
Like,
longevity of
Yes.
it.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, 'cause I
Yes.
had that situation. I had like a best friend and we were besties and we'd been friends for so long and we're no longer friends anymore. And I think part of the reason
Damn.
why she wasn't cut off sooner was because of that. Because it felt almost like a flex to be like, I've been friends with this person for 20 years and I didn't go to school with them. You know, like when you think of someone you know for 20 years, you think of like primary school and high
Yeah.
school and stuff like that. This was like someone I met in my working life.
So that's like an intentional.
Yeah,
friendship.
so
it wasn't a
intentional.
circumstantial
Exactly.
proximity.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly that. Like you're forced to be friends or whatever. Nothing like that. So I was just like, damn, like she ain't around no more.
Yeah.
But it had to happen.
I
For
just
my
feel
own
like
peace of mind.
adult friendships, especially as women, are more complex than people give them credit for.
yeah, very
I
much
think
so.
that everybody thinks everybody got to be your bestie.
Yeah.
And that's not true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
it's just the harsh reality, especially now. Like, I'm 37. So
Yeah.
the girls are married, having babies if they haven't already. So,
Mm.
like, your lives, you just grow apart, and that's okay.
How do you find that though, friendships that change when things like that happen, when someone gets married, has a kid or whatever? Because that is for a lot of adult relationships, that's a key reason why their friendship goes to shit. Like,
Yeah, 'cause you're
life
not doing the
just
same-
changes.
you're not doing the same
exact
things anymore.
and it's just kind of. And
Yeah.
I think when you think about in a fairy tale world, you think, oh, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be like the godmother, and it's all gonna be fun and whatever. And then the
then you might
reality
not be.
comes, and it's like, oh,
I
it's
know.
Yeah.
it's so sad.
Luckily, I haven't had any like horror stories
yeah.
where they've been like ripped out of my life or
Yeah.
we don't speak anymore. You know what I mean? But yes, like
Hmm.
some of the nature of my friendships as I get older have changed, but mainly in positive ways.
Okay.
So luckily, like nothing too
Nothing.
drastic
Okay,
has
yeah.
thank God.
happened.
Yeah.
But
not
there
your
have been
portion.
people, thankfully. But there have definitely been people that like I wasn't that close to, and I'm like, I just don't talk to them anymore. You know, so it's not like
yeah. Do you know what's a big deal for me?
miraculous.
What I realized that kind of was like a really good way to like cleanse friendships was COVID. Because I realized there were just some people that I just
Trump president.
didn't.
Some of y'all are not.
Yeah, you can't be
Oh.
checking up, you can't be checking up on everyone.
Like, I thought she was Christian. Like, what is this? Why are you worshiping? Do you worship Jesus or the president? I'm
Has
confused.
it become that thing as well?
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's like,
how are you? How
what?
are you with all of that?
I don't know. I really don't
Yeah.
know. Like, honestly, it's been such a like jarring experience
Yeah.
because first of all, none of us thought he would actually win.
Did you guys really not think that?
No.
Interesting.
And I say that because I don't live in oblivion, but like, because obviously I know there's like a conservative radical side
Yeah.
of the United States. You can't
Mhm.
ignore history.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't ignore the president. And he got elected the first time and then he
Mhm.
ran again. And so obviously we were clued off. Okay,
Yeah.
people are still riding for him. So
Mm-mm-mm.
you're not stupid.
Mhm.
But I really, truly thought Kamala was a strong candidate.
Mm.
I really
the
did.
most qualified, more qualified than him.
Way more
It's
qualified.
insane.
So I was like, surely we're not
gonna
Surely.
go. Yeah.
Because even I don't want to say too much, but even like there was criticism about Hillary Clinton, and it was like, I can't say I disagree. You know what I mean? Do I still want her to win over Donald Trump? 1,000 freaking percent.
Yeah.
But this time it was like, they kind of really haven't, like, the allegations aren't really,
Nothing's been
nothing's really like, there's no like massive smear campaign. To be honest, also, like, I've kind of like distanced myself from a lot of the extreme platforms like Twitter. I'm not on Twitter anymore. So I don't really know what the optics, maybe because I've kind of like distanced myself from that echo chamber style of like interacting with other, like, you know, progressives and stuff like that. So
the progressives aren't even on Twitter anymore, you know.
It's
The
just not- it's not a good place
radicals are
anymore.
louder.
Yeah, it's
really
it's
scary.
quite especially since Elon, it's gotten very dark.
And it's so crazy because, like, I left the platform before he took over.
Oh, it's even worse now.
And people were like, "Did you know this is happening?" I'm like, "No, I saw it just
tired. You got insight.
I'm tired. What?
So
I'm
funny.
tired. You know how tired you got to be to walk away from a 700,000 follower account
Ooh,
platform?
every time I go on it,
700,000. I said, "I'm good.
Yeah,
oh,
you're not
win.
paying me to be here. Y'all are nasty. You're disgusting.
Yeah, Twitter's
I'm
dark.
good.
I am
Horrible
phasing
place.
it out of me as well. And then think that's keeping us like, oh, but the followership you have there. But I was like, it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
same.
care. I can't anymore. I actually don't.
It doesn't
give a
actually
flying fuck
matter.
anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's
don't
and you
care.
don't ever
not
interact
okay.
with all eight. Like,
I don't talk to half of them.
following.
I don't know
I don't
half the
exactly.
people
I
are.
only
No.
interact with my friends anyway, so
Yeah,
I could talk to
what is
you
the
guys on
point?
WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I don't like, you know what? I was literally just talking about this on a TikTok video like the other day, but someone, the conversation about Twitter came up, or whatever the hell they call it, X.
I would never call it
I don't
that.
know what the hell they call it
It's
now,
Twitter.
but I was basically saying the number one core thing that I don't like about Twitter is people would treat tweeting you like a text message. So it was like too accessible. So like if something's going on, and you know, there was one point where like people wanted me to talk about like everything all the
Oh
time.
my God,
And if
yeah.
I didn't, they would cuss me out. They
Yeah,
would get
same.
really nasty, would get really disrespectful. Because people could see me interacting with the tweet over here, if I didn't respond to someone currently tweeting about something else, they would be like, "So you're online. I can
And you
see that
can't."
you're
Yeah, that
I can
is
see that you're
insane.
active." So then that in itself, me not responding to that would pick up steam based on me not even interacting with something. So I was like, you know what? It's starting to kind of feel like if I don't text you back quick enough,
You're gonna.
it's off with my head. I
Yeah.
can't do this anymore. Like it's too much.
Yeah.
So that for me, outside of like all of what exists on the platform, for me, I had to walk away because it felt a little bit too like accessible.
Yeah.
In my
Close to
opinion.
home,
No,
yeah.
it is definitely.
It is,
That's
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what it
Tweet me
started
the
to
other day
feel like.
being like, it seems your DM are closed. Can you open it?
It's
It's
why I don't lock my DMs even harder now.
Why
My DMs are going
why
to
do
be
you
locked
think
even
they're
harder.
closed?
Like, open it for you to come and say what?
Yeah, exactly. If you
What
can't
do
say
you
it on the
want?
timeline,
At least they
you
were
probably don't
polite,
need to
but
be
what?
saying-
What would
they
you want?
What kind of entitlement is that?
Email me. If you actually want access to it, there's actually ways to actually go through my agent. For fucking what?
They want to chat shit. That's the only reason why.
That's actually the funniest thing I've heard of
That
my
is
Like, it
true.
seems your DMs are closed. Can you please open them?
Was it a
No,
man?
I don't know. Like, it was like a weird
That's even
platform. I
worse.
don't even know if it was
The
a
only
mouse.
thing I will
Yeah.
say that the only positive things that I feel like Elon has brought to the platform is that now misinformation gets checked. I really like that function.
Oh, does it?
So basically, if someone tweets something and they'll be like, I don't know, Jackie is this or whatever, it will be like, actually, this is incorrect. Jackie is ... And it will actually put the fact underneath.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, even if it's like non-political stuff, even if it's like personal stuff like that?
Yeah, if it's personal stuff. If it's just
Oh,
anything
wow.
that's
So I think
that's
users
fake
can
news.
correct it to be like, that's not
Yeah,
true.
that's not
I
true.
see.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
what?
So someone
Yeah.
can come there and
That's
be
really
like, oh, Jackie did
cool.
a video saying that she hates perfume.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, actually, that's not true. She said this,
Exactly.
that, and the other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
really
yeah.
like, and they've also made it in a way in which people don't have to be that accessible because you can change your settings. So you can tweet things now and have no reply. Because sometimes you do just want to put your opinions out. You don't
Yeah.
actually want to interact or debate. You just want to say it and go.
That was
So
a
now-
feature
yeah.
when I left.
Yeah, so
where you
now
could turn off
you can turn off replies.
Yeah.
You can turn on or turn off who replies to you, like whether it's just your followers, people that you follow back.
See, that's
So-
the
yeah,
feature
so
I
that's
was
quite
waiting for.
good.
It was taking too long.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
literally only want to talk to people who follow me.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You can
call
say
it what
it
you
to that.
want,
Yeah.
but if you're not supporting me, I don't care.
Yeah,
why you
exactly.
care.
Why
I
you don't
literally
care.
only
Yeah.
want to talk to my community, the little community that all
Mhm.
700,000 of them.
Mhm.
But it just got too manageable. It
Yeah.
got too unmanageable.
For me, the only thing where Twitter, and I guess all social media is still quite important, is just keeping a pulse on things. For example, I was saying to you guys earlier, I'm not that surprised that conservative parties are winning. I feel like it's like that trend is
No. This is not about conservatives. It's about Donald Trump.
No. I know definitely
they
is,
are
but I
very-
think I think you can see it over time. I think, for example, with the whole thing of like clean girl makeup. conservative dressing.
I don't disagree.
Modesty.
I don't
think
disagree.
we are leaning towards all
Yeah,
of that more
for sure.
conservative, more things. Like, for example,
Yeah.
even the idea that like thick bodies are not kind of looked at as admirable anymore.
So sad.
People wearing this is not admirable. There's this kind of very way, the tradwife movements, all of that is very much leaning towards that.
so
I'm
true.
not surprised that this is where we are politically.
That's also an indicator usually of recessions as well.
Yeah.
So when people are
stripping it back.
struggling, there's this like need to like go back to the basics
Yes.
and like strip down. And,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Go back
Rein
to
it
how
in.
things
The
used
good
to
old
be.
days.
The good old days.
Yeah.
It's very much given pre-recession,
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
And yeah, I definitely don't disagree. Another thing I was even talking about on TikTok is this whole obsession with like old money.
Yeah, why is that such a thing now? Yeah,
because
definitely.
because it's giving racist.
Yeah, it's
No,
very much
like
giving
it's
racist.
really like when people come on when people come on my page, oh, you dress like new money.
Okay.
Yeah,
It is
my
new. I just got
my
here.
I'm
right.
young.
I just got here and I didn't. Guess what? And guess what? I didn't have to exploit anyone to
To
do
do
it.
it.
I'm extremely proud of that. So yeah, if you see me Gucci down and
Yeah,
if it
exactly.
gives new money, it
I
should.
just got. It is new to me.
I just got here.
And
People
also,
are so
why is it
annoying.
when it's my turn you don't want to be quiet? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
it loud.
In fact, I'm not shutting up.
Exactly.
Let's keep it as loud as it was before. Why is it when I get a bit of money, you're saying let's be quiet about
Let's strip it
Suddenly
back.
suddenly it's
Yeah.
lowbrow.
Yeah.
Because
It's
again,
not
they're always
classy.
moving. Whenever things become more accessible,
They move the goalposts.
they move the goalposts.
It's extremely
Mm.
racist. I don't
so
even care.
racist.
And you
It's
see
racist
it.
and it's anti-black.
When
Yeah,
black women
definitely.
start getting money and start being able to do something, suddenly it's like, oh, that's not cool anymore.
Yeah. Or it's
Please.
immoral.
Like, oh,
or-
yeah. Or like, oh, no, why?
Yeah.
No, actually,
Mm.
I want to be able to be loud and proud about what it is that I have. And so what if it's not what you did with money? Wait till you get yours. And
Exactly.
You do
When
what
you
you
get
want
exactly.
Isn't
Exactly.
that funny?
Mhm.
When it's yours, you can do whatever you want.
to do. As soon as you get yours, do whatever.
Do whatever you want.
I'm not necessarily someone who feels the need to tell rich people what to do with their money. Like, if they want to shred it,
I don't care.
Hey,
It's not mine.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
mine. Do as
Really
you want. You
don't
worked
care.
for it. It's cool, whatever. So this kind of need to be like, oh, be quiet about it, or like the kind of holidays you should go on. I also, which we talk about often, I don't think it's normal that we have such access to rich people, because I think it makes your everyday life feel like it's not normal.
Oh,
It's
that's so
not
true.
normal that people are getting on jets.
That's
it's not
actually
normal that you
true.
see it.
You
Like,
know what? That's actually a really good
Yeah.
point.
We should
Especially,
see it.
I know. I actually kind of agree with you, and I think especially because now, more than ever, it's never been like, I don't want to say easier because it's definitely not easy, but money is becoming more accessible for younger people,
Mhm.
and so I think that normal is starting to look like different for everybody,
Yeah.
and but not necessarily in a way where like, for some people it's I aspire to that. But for others, it's why doesn't my life
Why
look
doesn't
like that?
exactly?
And that's not the
And it's
way
not
you
normal.
should interact with that kind
Like,
of
growing
content
up,
or
I
media.
didn't know what celebrities spent their money on. I didn't know if they got on jets. I didn't see pictures.
Unless you
of
watched
them.
those shows.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it was like,
And
your
they were
treat
like
for the
one-off
day.
reality TV
And
shows.
then
Yeah.
Molly Simmons, they used to go her life like, oh my God, Molly Simmons.
And it
is
was
the
like
most
over there,
fabulous
yeah.
woman
But it was
ever.
like
Yeah.
escapism. Now
Yeah.
it's like
It's like
the girl you
every
follow on your
day.
Instagram is here every day. It's doing this
Every
every day. You're
day.
kind of like, wait, my life feels like somewhat behind.
Yeah,
So I do
exactly.
really, it's not, like, for example, like even going in business class, it's not normal.
Exactly.
Like, it's
Because it's very expensive.
It's extremely
not
expensive.
very
a
expensive,
norm. And I think
yeah.
some people see themselves getting economy tickets and be like, oh, they haven't.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
are hiding. Like, there's nothing.
That there's
Yeah.
nothing to be embarrassed
There's
or ashamed
nothing
about.
to be embarrassed
That's
about.
actually
It's
such a good point. That's such an
Mm.
important part of like me as a content creator as
Yeah.
well, because my now a big part of my brand is luxury
Mhm.
and like normalizing seeing people who look like me occupying those spaces.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I also am really intentional about explaining to people luxury is an ambiguous word.
Mm.
So like what I define as luxury does not have to be the same as you.
As you,
And
yeah.
it's actually like made me really proud as a content creator that people, I can tell that they're receiving it that way based on how they interact with my content,
Yeah.
but also how they interact with my content in other spaces. So there's this one girl, I don't know if you've seen her videos. Her account is like, she does these like rich people who rich,
Yeah,
right?
I do. Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
her.
same.
And so she did a video talking about me.
Mhm.
And so many of my followers were in the comments and they were saying like, someone was saying, watching Jackie makes me feel like I can aspire to not only do that, but she teaches me that what I have now is a version
It's
of luxury
absolutely,
too.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I was like, those are my
Yeah.
freaking people.
Yeah.
Because it's not saying why not me or when me. And those are okay questions to ask too, but they're not comparing themselves and like oh my God, this makes me feel worse. They're saying what I have now makes me feel proud to
Yeah.
have, and I'm gonna try to implement luxury in any way I can. Luxury is time, baby. Luxury
It's
is like
every
that.
day. It's how you lotion your skin in the
every
morning.
day.
It's like it's all of that
Exactly.
kind of stuff.
It may be your quiet time. It may be the ability to wake up whenever you want.
Mm.
That is the luxury. It's not just goods. It's not just Valentino. It's not just the stuff that you
things.
use. It's not just things. It's not just things you buy. It's time. It's having a family. Maybe not having to work.
Yeah.
Being a stay-at-home mom
Yeah.
is a luxury for some people.
Because I saw a thing that was like, and I thought it really like got to me in a good way, in a sense that she was like, we're so convinced that all blessings are financial that we don't see the blessings and everything else that we have.
I saw that today.
Because it's like, if it's not a
That
financial
part.
blessing, if it's not a good job, if it's not a good deal, we don't see it. Because often when
Exactly.
people talk about God don't play about me, it's when they have financial stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's
Often,
not just
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. But it's just like, that's not, there's a blessing in like, you woke up, girl.
You woke up. That is a
Absolutely.
blessing.
Like
That
you
is a
woke
big
up.
blessing.
That is a
Yeah.
blessing. Not many people went to sleep at night and didn't wake up this morning. Like that is,
Exactly.
and I think people are so cemented on blessings just being financial, on blessings just being, oh, I can now afford that car, I can now afford this, I can now afford this. That you don't see the blessing in everything else that you have. And I think social media allows that compare and contrast. Because like I had such a back and forth with Black Girl Luxury. I was like, sick, this is so inspiring. I love this. I love that girls are doing it. And then I was like, oh.
Because some of it is silly.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh.
Some of it is silly. I will say some of it is, to me, I can kind of see when something's contrived. This is not authentic to you. This is you. Like, I just don't like when people push anti-Black rhetoric. So why are you saying natural hair isn't luxury?
Yeah.
Why is it even coming out your mouth?
Yeah.
What are you talking
What
about?
do you mean? Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
And why do you think that?
Yeah. And suddenly you can't go to a place in the world because loads of Black people can afford it.
Yeah.
That's
And those
insane.
things.
You don't want to see people who look like you?
It's so
Yeah,
much
I'm
more
so
fun.
confused.
I need to
When
see
I
my
go
people. I can't
somewhere
lie.
and I see the Blacks, I'm like,
Yeah,
The Blacks,
same.
trademark.
Yeah, I need to.
Go.
We're on the Blacks.
Go.
Let's go. And I love when I'm out in public and like all you gotta do is just look at a Black girl.
Yeah.
And like you
Yeah.
speak the same universal language, like you just grin and smile.
Yeah.
Or it's just like come up to them and like I love being like, come on, shoe, come on back.
Yeah,
come on.
yeah. We
Like,
have our
come
things.
on, like
yeah.
if you're really about it,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even think that kind of stuff. But
Mm.
I hear where you're coming from with this because some people have taken it way too far.
Yeah.
Way too far. And like
Yeah.
a really harmful
In a
it's
harmful
the
way.
it's the women that are on TikTok. I don't know if you've seen these women that are doing these like femininity things. So I'm always talking about them because they really wind me up. And there's one in particular, I actually can't remember her name, but she's often on live. And it's like, this is another thing that spins me. It's like this kind of like self-depreciating thing that people do where they go on these platforms to essentially be abused by people that, who is that person?
I'm not a fan.
And who
What gives
gave
them
them
the
the authority to
yeah.
tell you that? And, you know, so she came up on my timeline the other day and she was doing a live. And then this woman was like at work or something and she just had her hair like in braids, like she had all backs and she was wearing baggy clothes. I don't know what she did. And then she was like, yeah, the all backs have got to go. She was like, the all backs have got to go. She was like, do you wear makeup to work? She's like, why don't you wear makeup to work? She was like, maybe you should switch out that top, something a little bit more form-fitting and something a bit more feminine. And this woman obviously works in an environment where you don't need to be glamorous. Like you can obviously rock up and just be comfortable. And it was just like critiquing this woman from head to toe, basically trying to inject like femininity onto her.
But also, why is there only one version of femininity? Are they trying to get everyone to mold into everyone?
It's basically like trad
It's just like, here is this image that you must do. We had a dilemma recently where a girl was saying that she wants to learn how to be less loud and not laugh as loud and more mysterious. And I was like, are you being fucking for real?
So
Like,
basically not be yourself.
Who's told you that this is the only version of girlhood or womanhood that is allowed to be? And I think it is as femininity coaches that to be feminine, is this you're quiet, you're sitting pretty, you don't laugh too loud, you give mysterious. Girl, shut the fuck up. Like
It's the conservative agenda.
Yeah, exactly. It's all part of it.
And which is why I'm not like everything's political because it does lean back to that.
really
And I think
does.
they've been training women slowly with all of this stuff that you become okay with it being conservative again because you're like, oh, hey, I guess
this is what
it feels like it benefits you in some way. Like you get to be a trad wife, you get to like not having to like.
Yeah, I'm always really baffled by people that think that they have the tools to coach people into like getting a man, or you know, even the same women that used to go on Kevin Samuels to just be berated by him. I'm like, what is it? Is it because he's a man so you feel like he's got the inside scoop on what it is that you need to attain?
I think so.
Yeah,
but that's insane
That's
to me that like you would go on a platform and just have this random man with no credentials. He just woke up one day and decided he was going to make content, critiquing you from head to toe, telling
It's
you
self-harm.
It's absolutely
It's a
self-harm.
humiliation
Yeah.
kink.
100%.
It's
It makes no
1000% a
sense.
humiliation
It makes no
kink.
sense.
Oh my God.
It
I'm
makes
I
like,
can't
no
take
sense.
criticism. Even when it's warranted, like I'll be like, okay, like but my
You
eyes
can't?
are welling up. Like,
Really? Are you a Cancer?
no, Libra.
Okay. Is that not a Libra thing?
So I
love
have no
Libras.
idea. I have no idea.
I heard
about star
Libras are
signs.
Delulu. Is that true?
A little bit.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Yeah.
Why
I
can't you
think
be?
like just a little bit. And the
Yeah.
thing is, I can be corrected, but I always take it to heart.
Really?
Yeah. I'd say, especially from someone that I like respect. So if I think someone's incredibly good at something, they're like, "Hey, you shouldn't," I feel physically sick.
Yeah, it feels like a
Like,
personal attack.
Are you a
feels
Libra too?
like,
Mm-mm. I'm an Aries, but I'm not really into star signs either. But I saw something the other day, again on TikTok, and it was like Aries women are the most fiery, and I was thinking, no, because I'm not fiery at
think
all.
that's-
Like, I don't know, where
Yeah.
did you get this from?
Yeah.
That's not me.
And I have a praise kink. Like,
You love.
oh my
being
Yeah.
worshipped.
Jesus Christ.
So well, I guess if you've got a praise kink, then the complete
Someone
opposite
saying
of
to you
is
that you
gonna
fucked
be-
up. It's
yeah,
like,
it's
oh my
like
God.
the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
It has
little
the same
blow.
effect to me
Yeah.
that I've done good. I take it as personally.
Mm.
So I take praise and critique as
Mm.
intent as each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's honestly, someone could have said good job, good girl to a dog, and I'd be like, what, me?
Mm.
You're welcome. Like, I just like people saying that I'm doing good.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm here for
That.
that.
I'm like, yeah, that someone's being like, hey, well
Nothing
done on
wrong with
that.
that.
Yeah, like, thank
We
you
live
very
in a
much.
world where people tell Black girls they ain't shit.
Exactly.
Constantly.
It's okay.
hearing
Let
the,
me be
like,
gassed up.
Yeah.
just get me excited a
Facts.
little bit, you know?
Exactly.
So yeah, I take
Mm.
critique, like I will sit on it for a while.
Really?
Yeah. Do you
Wow.
not take critique? How do you just let it?
Well, I don't even like if I don't care about you. First of
No,
all,
but that's the thing.
hear
It won't be like a random person on the internet. It's like,
Oh, you're talking
a
about
friend, family.
No.
a
You gotta lay it out.
mentor,
No,
all of that
you
kind
gotta
of stuff.
lay
You
it
gotta
out
give the
for me.
specifics.
No.
Like-
You got if it's somebody that I care about,
Someone I care about.
I'm like, you said get what? Change what?
Yeah.
No. I'm completely. It's actually like I think people think my personality, Leos, are gonna be like you. Where like criticism would crush me. I feel like people think when they say mean things about me that I'm just like at home, like
Yeah.
like crying and going through it. But like no, in real life, like if I actually care about you, if I look up to you, if I admire you, if you're where I want to be,
Yeah.
I'm taking notes.
Mm.
Fully. And I'm not just talking about money. That's the thing.
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
saying
Yeah,
that you have to be like the most successful person in the room. But like if let's say, for example, I'm not a parent, but like if you were a parent
Yeah.
and you wanted parenting advice, why would you go to someone without kids?
Yeah.
Like it just wouldn't really
yeah.
make sense. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't be as valuable. Not that they wouldn't have any value to you as a parent,
But it won't
but
be.
specific things won't probably serve you as
Yeah,
best.
yeah,
because
yeah.
They're on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
But for me, like if I really, really regard you, I want to know. I want you to like not. You don't have to be like a jerk about it, but I want you to like not mince your words.
Yeah.
Like please, because you're actually doing me a disservice by like dancing around the topic.
Do you know, it's because I always hear the worst thing that you said.
But
So
that's
you
not.
could have gave me a shit sandwich to be like, hey, you did this very well, but when you did this, all I've heard is that bad thing. Or I'll like
It's not a bad thing
change-
either, though.
Yeah, and like I will like, because my thing is, I don't know, it's not helpful, but I sometimes think in worst case scenarios, because I'm like, okay, cool, if I prep myself for that, then I'll be okay.
Girl,
Although
you're like a ball of anxiety. Girl.
I have never
to
been an
calm
anxious
down.
person till this year.
That sounds like anxiety, seriously.
You're
predicting the outcome that hasn't even happened yet.
Like when people talk to me about anxiety, like before this year, I'll be like, all right, you'll be all right. Like, but since this year, I was like, oh, I am
Like,
so
I get
sorry
it.
for anybody I dismissed. I can believe this is
Yeah.
an awful feeling. Like,
It'll
I
do a
can
number
believe,
on
yeah.
you.
And
It
I
really
don't know what
will.
it is about this year that's just kind of,
Life be life.
Yeah.
I think so.
You know,
Yeah,
it happens.
Yeah, this year has been, it's been like a lot has happened.
Yeah.
And I think it's been like prior to this year, things have happened. Like my mum got diagnosed with cancer, all of that kind of like
I'm
things
so
had been
sorry, I didn't
happening.
know that. You're gonna look back, I think, and realize I wasn't really enjoying it because I was waiting for the
When
bad
it's the
part.
negative, yeah.
And I think that like being Black,
Mm.
living in America, living in any part of
Just,
the first
yeah.
world,
Mm.
whatever they want to call it, is a perpetual state of being worried about what's next.
Yeah.
And you can't.
Yeah.
That's why I decided that like when I got to where I am now and like I have so much more I want to accomplish, I wasn't gonna worry or trouble myself with the feeling of imposter syndrome, feeling of not doing enough. Because then I feel like I got older and I realized like it's all a trap. Like when you're broke, you're freaking miserable because you're broke. Then you make something in yourself and people are saying, you don't deserve it. You're a sellout.
Or you worry about losing it.
Mm.
So
Or you're worried about losing
Yeah.
it, or you live in a perpetual state of fear.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Mm.
And then you also have to remember, if I got here once, or if I accomplished this once, I can do it again.
Yeah.
It's okay. Or it
Mm.
hasn't happened yet. And when it happens, you're gonna get through it.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm.
Yeah, definitely.
It's such a weird. I've never been an anxious person. I've always been like, yeah, sure, like, and also
Yeah.
being a Christian, I feel like I never really felt it. Like it was always like a faith thing. Like I'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah. It's like the antithesis of like what Christianity
Right.
is.
Yeah.
Like,
So
stop
then it feels
worrying
like
about
you're like
that.
fucking up
Yeah.
on that side as well. Because I'm like, I shouldn't be worried about this. The mentality is like, God's got this. It will be fine.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
even if it isn't, it will be fine.
Yeah.
But this year has knocked me for 6, 2024. What did Cat Williams predict it to be?
But you know what?
It's up for all you motherfuckers. Diddy and all of them.
Oh my God, he predicts that
He
so
did.
well.
He got
Fucking
it
hell.
spot on.
We should have known after
But do you
that
know what's so
interview.
mad? Like, they proper tried to say that he was on crack.
I know.
Who was on crack?
Cat Williams, remember his like Club Shay Shay interview?
They
at the start
tried
of the
to, like,
year?
Oh yeah, somebody did say that.
But they've been saying that for years about him.
Oh my
Like, because he
God, that's
wouldn't,
a
like,
big
if he was like
allegation.
late for shows or not turning up to shows or whatever, and they always painted him out to be a crackhead. But now, since he's done that interview, it makes sense that, like, of course, you would try and tarnish someone's name if they know truth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
know
like
stuff.
you dehumanize.
Yeah.
If you dehumanize someone in advance, when they start talking, you can just kind of
People just
demonize
gonna
them
be
as
like, they're on
crazy.
crack anyway. It's
But
Exactly.
my question is like, how do we go from he's always late, it's crack?
Yeah, exactly.
How did we
Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't
When
it
you
have been,
actually,
like,
when you
the
deep it,
405
it's like,
traffic?
what
Like, I'm
was,
confused.
what
But
was
the
the
thing is,
actual
once
evidence
people
of that?
diminish your name, you're never gonna come back from that.
Mhm.
So like, no matter what you do, if it makes sense enough, people are always gonna be like, oh, but remember she's an idiot. Oh,
Yeah,
remember
they're
she's
gonna
a
write
crack.
you off.
Yeah. There's nothing you can say. So even if you are saying straight out facts, people will be like, oh, you know he's on crack.
That's the thing.
So
It's true.
yeah, I think it's easy if you want someone to not be believed or liked, finish who they are.
Yeah.
And then the
Mess
world
up their
never mess
character.
up how their character, say they're
Mhm.
mean,
How
say
they're
they're rude, say
perceived,
they're
their
this, or what-
reputation.
It happens all the
exactly.
time. I won't get into my conspiracy theory. Bag,
Please
but anyway.
do.
What
No,
is it?
I won't. I mean,
I want to hear.
there's
I'm
a-
I want to hear it now.
I'm not a tinfoil girl, but like I just like to hear what
the thing
people
is,
be saying.
generally, I'm not a conspiracy theorist,
Neither.
Mhm.
but the only person, and do you know what? Charlemagne the God said the exact same thing. Yeah, he said that the only person he feels that all of that stuff was true and done to is Michael Jackson.
Oh God.
Wait, what?
So
Oh.
she's a fool because she knows I love Michael Jackson. She always
Oh.
hears all of these theories.
Wait, I don't get it. What's the
I
theory?
don't know how we're gonna get to I did not think we were gonna get to Michael Jackson. But go on.
So basically, you tarnish someone's character, you paint them out to be a
Oh.
weirdo.
Yes,
You
yes,
make
yes,
so
yes,
that when
yes.
allegations or crazy things come out, it's more believable.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it there. That's all.
No, but people have been saying that about Michael
Exactly.
Jackson.
People have been calling him weird even before 93, which is when the first allegations came
Yeah.
out, right? People had tarnished his name. Do you remember they were calling him Wacko Jacko, which, by the way, was very racist because Wacko Jacko was actually a monkey in some like
Oh, I did
zoo.
not know that.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
I did
So
not
it was
know
yeah,
that.
so it was
Oh my
it was racially
God.
charged as well. So when they were calling him that, it was
So
racially charged. That's first thing. And then a lot of the things that they said to paint his character, and I'm not saying that Michael Jackson wasn't eccentric, but that's not a crime.
But also, why would you expect someone who's achieved a very abnormal level of fame at the age of being a child? Why would you expect them to function like a normal
to be a normal
human
person.
being?
Exactly.
You cannot be that
How
famous.
can
I'm
you not take that
confused.
into consideration? And again, I'm not like I try to be like tread carefully about stuff like this because we're talking about sexual abuse of children, and I know it's very sensitive. But I'm just talking about pre the allegations. Okay, like his character was tarnished for a really long time. So I guess the point I'm making is that when you do that, it's just easier to believe things. And then even when the truth does come out, remember the truth is always in small print.
Yeah.
The apologies are always in small print.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The corrections are always in small print. They're not plastered on the front pages like the allegations are. And again, I'm not saying that translates to everybody that's done something wrong in the industry because there are people that have done fucked up stuff in the industry. But I do believe that there was a conspiracy against Michael.
Do you
That's
think you can be that famous for that long and not be a fucking weirdo?
No.
all.
I don't
No,
think
not
you
that level.
I don't
No.
think
Not
you
that
can.
level.
Like, Michael
I
Jackson
don't
till
think
today, I
you
think is probably
can.
still the most famous person to ever
He
exist.
is. And do you
Like,
know what's
it's
so mad? Sorry,
insane.
you've got me excited.
Oh God.
I'm very much like a part of Michael Jackson TikTok, yeah. And sometimes I've had to like do a lot of interrogations about my I love him so much and I think he's the greatest artist of all time. And I don't think anyone will ever touch him. And I've had to be like, are you just doing this thing where you're not separating the art from the artist? Like, and really ask myself questions and like think to myself, no, you're so embedded in this fandom that you can't see straight. But when I go on Michael Jackson TikTok, I feel so validated.
You are deep. I can
No,
tell.
I really
You're really
am. I'm
passionate
such a
about this.
fanatic. And it's like, when you go on, everybody just is in agreement. Like, and literally, if
that's what fandoms are.
yeah, but
Like,
then,
yeah,
but then
yeah,
if
yeah.
someone comes on, if someone comes in the comments and says something, like the way we jump on them.
Oh my God.
Are you on Michael Jackson Twitter too?
Yes,
She said we.
absolutely. Like
She said we.
The
The
way
kingdom.
we jump on that individual, like people will be posting facts, they'll be posting links, they'll be posting articles. Like people have the receipts. Like it's so beautiful.
Is there anyone you feel this should be about?
Not even myself. I don't think
my fandom.
I couldn't do this for a celebrity. Maybe a loved one, but like somebody I know.
Yeah, I couldn't do it for a celebrity.
I'll pull up. But
Oh God.
I actually realised there's nobody that I'm that hugely intently a fan of.
Do you want to watch
will
Michael Jackson
say-
documentaries?
No,
all
no,
day?
no. I
No.
will say
I do
I'm a
not.
huge Michael Jackson fan as well. But
Isn't
I'm
he
not
the
like on
greatest?
that side of the internet.
Okay,
or
you should come
But I
over,
love
Jackie.
him.
I'll tag you and stuff.
You will never know peace
I don't mind.
again.
DM me. You can DM me articles.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll DM you stuff.
I'll
DM you
definitely
stuff.
interact
I'll DM
with
you
it. I'll
stuff.
definitely read it.
I do remember his death being a celebrity death.
I cried.
That shook.
I
I
did
remember.
cry.
I remember
where I was.
exactly
I remember
where I was.
Mhm.
And I was like,
I remember where I was.
Same.
and it proper like
Mhm.
shook me. I was like,
I was sad.
and I think at that age, I don't think anybody. I think like maybe a grandma or dad, but nobody that close to me.
No, because first of all, he was still young, and also it was
Yeah.
unexpected. It was like, huh?
Yeah, the
like,
way and
what?
the way it, exactly because remember he was gearing
He
up to
was
do
going
this
for
is it.
tour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
he
it
was
was
doing
just
the
It
tour.
was
like
like very eerie.
it was very eerie. It was
I
And
very
I
was
eerie.
remember like even
devastated.
my like it was that and Princess Diana. Princess Diana's
Princess
death
Diana's
rocked
that
my
even
family.
that still makes me
That
shiver.
rocked
That's
my
so
family.
sad. Yeah, that
I
was
watched my mum and
insane.
aunties
Mhm.
sob.
So same.
Like Jenny left it was a family
The
They
member.
whole
loved them.
family,
Them,
right?
Oh my
We
God,
took
they
time
loved
off
them so
everything.
much.
I feel like, especially Nigerians in the UK.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
we
Oh my
love
God.
her.
Princess Diana.
She really was the
Nigerians
people's
loved
princess.
That woman. I don't know why.
She's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I want to know
beautiful.
how she caught that audience. Because her and Tyler Perry are the
I
only
think-
ones that
I-
can get that age group.
I think it was the
It's just them two. Two completely different.
I was not expecting the second name.
I thought you were gonna say Oprah or something.
Nobody loves Tyler Perry like aunties.
Yeah, because
oh
he
my
makes
God.
yeah, his
Yeah.
content is it's very dramatized. It's not far fetched from Nollywood.
True.
True, yeah,
True.
true.
Actually,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
our
yeah.
Nollywood. I never thought of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually not that bad.
Mind
Yeah,
blown.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
And it's
yeah.
easy to digest.
It's
You don't
easy
need-
to consume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not like mindless
Yeah,
entertainment.
exactly,
No, that's
exactly.
so
And
funny.
I think he hates women.
Oh, yeah.
But that's
Have
the-
you,
You
have
know
you
what?
watched Beauty in Black?
No. Funny
Oh.
enough, Dennis is the most interesting character. Dennis is a case study in himself. So he's watching this movie. Is it a movie or a show?
It's a show.
It's Tyler Perry show. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dennis is watching this show, and I'm looking at the TV, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, and this is not a diss at Tyler Perry, I'll reserve my thoughts.
Even if like you're better than
But I'm like, babe, why are you watching this?
Yeah.
And then he's like, I know, it's so stupid. And I'm like,
but yeah, you're still
so
here.
why are you
Mhm.
watching it?
Yeah.
But
And
yeah.
but this was his justification. He still doesn't get it. And I'm like,
Mhm.
you are the case study. Because he's like,
that's how we real you.
yeah, exactly. He's like, well, it's so stupid that I just want to like finish the show.
Mm.
And I'm like, you do realize you're his target demographic.
Oh,
But
that's exactly what it
but
is.
in his defense,
That's
yeah,
what it is.
if he's watching Beauty in Black, it's actually good. And it was exactly the same thing because I was watching it and then my husband came in and he was like, what's this? And then he was hooked and then we watched and we never watch anything together. We've got completely different tastes in TV. But he watched it and he was like, are we going to finish watching Beauty? I was like, swear, like you want to watch it as well. It is really good. I highly
It's
recommend.
really good.
I wonder if
really
it's that
good
show.
for
Maybe
Tyler
it's a
Perry.
different show.
No, it is.
I just know that it's whatever's out right now.
It is
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
It is, but it's kind of like P Valley. So I don't know if you watch P Valley.
I did.
But
Wait,
it's kind
the stripper show, right?
Yeah,
Love
it's
P-Valley.
very similar.
Yes.
Like the themes are very similar.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, in true Tyler Perry style, there is a lot. Like everyone's a main character. And even the people that are background people have storylines. Like it's mad. Everyone is a main character, but watch it. It is good. I will
Okay.
say that. It's
You know
actually
what?
decent.
I hear you.
Yeah, it's
How
decent.
do
I
you
do like
feel
old
about-
Tyler Perry movies.
I love, yeah, I do.
Like, come on.
Do you know what? I probably
there
have watched
was a time
every
and a
film.
place.
Yeah, some of them,
There
some of
was
them
a
are not
time and a
bad, you
place.
know.
How
Diary
do
of a
we
Mad Black
feel
Woman is good.
about frame when the critique is like your work is not that good, but you continue, but you're fine?
Because there's an audience.
If people, I guess it just really depends on like what makes you sleep good at night.
Mm.
Like if you don't care about the criticism and bills are being paid and you're creating opportunities for people and you really don't care, then don't care.
Mm.
But if you
Yeah.
want to focus on quality content,
Mm.
quality media, and that's
Not
the
even just
feedback
media,
you're
but
getting.
products, though, because so many people will just do a product and
Oh,
it
well,
could be a
that's a
perfume.
product is a different
And like
story.
2 cents,
Mm.
2 minutes after spraying it, no one can smell it anymore. But they're like, well, people are still buying it.
Or
So
if
they
it
don't give a
doesn't
shit.
smell
Or it
good.
just
Yeah.
doesn't smell good or things like that. And people are just like, well, people are buying it. So
I think
don't give a
those are
shit.
people that care more about money.
Those are people who don't
Yeah.
care. And yeah,
Or they're just trying to make a quick buck.
they don't care. They
Yeah.
don't care about the product. They just care about money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I
If
could
you're
never,
someone
but-
that's invested in what you're doing and you actually care about feedback and, you know, you want longevity, I think you would care if people didn't like your product or they were critiquing it.
Exactly.
So do you think we're going to get to the 20-year content creative mark? Or
Damn, wouldn't that be insane?
I know.
That
It's
would
not
be
that far away.
insane.
It's not that
It's really
far
not that far
away.
away. I mean, it will probably happen by default at the way that it's going now. I mean, I'm
still
not
enjoying it.
I'm not against it. Like, I just want to see the internet kind of go back to not necessarily from a from a content perspective, because there's too many damn people with an iPhone. I'll say that. And a podcast mic. Not y'all though.
Yeah.
Not too
Period.
much.
No,
We
we never
rep
think that
before
applies
us.
to us, don't worry.
All right. But no, I definitely want to go back to just kind of like practicing like discernment with what you post. You know what I mean? And like not just posting for the sake of it and
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
anything just for a reaction. Like I'm kind of over the trolling aspect of it.
Yeah.
I really like when people made the content entertaining. I'm also like the family, like I don't speak too much because I don't have kids. So like I try to be like really considerate of how I speak on this topic. But like even like family vloggers kind of give me the ick.
I
Because
hate
like
it.
your kids should be in school.
I hate it.
Like it's a little weird.
And
you
also, I
know?
think when people used to do this at the very beginning of YouTube, people have their, and you didn't know the negative aspect of it, cool. But
Yeah.
those people have come back to tell you how negative it is.
People
Those kids
suing
are
their
grown-ups
parents.
now.
Grown up
And
and
they're
told you it was an
saying-
awful experience.
Mm.
We hated
Exactly.
this. We didn't like this.
That's
like
wild.
example is now showing you that actually it's not a great experience.
Exactly.
But you're still like the bag.
It's
That's
sad.
why I
Yeah,
don't
that's,
fuck with it.
that's crazy.
And it's not to say that you should never post kids,
Yeah.
but you need to practice balance and discernment. Like they shouldn't be your main source of income.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's what it is though. I feel like when people have been able to curate a life for themselves where they can get up whatever time they want, you know, they can work from the comfort of their home.
Right.
I can imagine that's really hard to give up and say like, you know, we make however much a month from YouTube. Like this is completely like covering our lifestyle, like, and we're making really good money. And it's like, oh, but the kids don't want to do it, but just do it. Do you know what I mean? Like it's bad, but I can kind of get my head around it. I understand like why people would want to do it because it feels easy. But at the end of the day, if the children aren't happy, they're not happy.
I don't get it. I was talking
and that
to
should
my
be
friend
always come first.
Jolo about it the other day, and it was, I think, Nikki Thought and her husband that broke up, right?
Mhm.
So I think he still has ownership of the YouTube channel. I can't remember what it is, right? So he rarely gets any views, but then when he puts those kids on it,
Yeah, it happens a lot.
is that not scaring anybody?
Also, like, why do you enjoy watching? Like, that's not entertainment. Why?
Yeah.
What do I?
Why am I watching other people's kids?
It's like
Yeah.
it's cute. It's cute in like one TikTok. It's like, oh, they're so cute. Double tap high.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be sat front row every.
It's when you see the saves of children
It's-
videos with children that's mad because it's like,
Mm.
why have people saved that? Like,
It's
what you just don't know people's intentions.
It's one thing I completely disagree with. I will never understand it. I don't think there's enough of a bag for me to exploit my children like that.
Never.
And again,
That's-
I'm not a mum, so maybe when you have a mum, you're like, oh, but you need to make money for them, and they need to do this or whatever. Maybe maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but I just don't get it. Especially when child people have told you it was
Exactly.
fucking awful. We hated it,
Yeah.
and there's been so many like podcasts, like child YouTubers being like it wasn't a good time.
Yeah, the ones where they really exploit them and it's like so heavily, like they're so heavily involved and it's dependent on the children
Yeah.
almost. I think that content is a bit mad. But I think like if you're a mum and you want to show you're a mum, there's ways to do it. Like I post my daughter, but I
don't
never
think it's
post her
all
face.
bad.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know I'm a mum. You can see the day, like a day in the life.
Exactly.
Of, she's there in the background, but you just always see the back of her head, and that's it.
I follow family. They're not really family vloggers, but they are parents. But their content is about them.
Them.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel exploitive.
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Because the kids are not clearly in those instances like the bread and butter.
Mm.
And to your point, like I'm not a parent, but the reason why I feel so strongly about this is like I came from a big family and I'm the oldest of 7.
Yeah.
And I was parentified and adultified very young.
Mm.
So I know how it feels
Mhm.
to have to like carry the responsibility of ways that I had no business doing.
Yeah.
Mm.
And when your parents put you in situations like that, you grow up, you're like I'm 37 and I'm still unpacking my childhood. You know what I mean? Like I would never want to replicate that onto someone else by way of making them the breadwinner.
And yeah, that's even more pressure than just
that's even
doing chores.
worse.
And
Doing
they're aware
chores
they're
is
the ones
hard.
making money.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why
And
those
already
kids
there's
sue
black
their
tax
parents.
already, if we're going to think of a black space.
Absolutely.
So there is you're the one making money, but you're making money at 7 years old.
But then you're still trying to beat me.
Wow.
Right. Then I have rules. So it's
that's
so
a
I'm
very
old
weird
enough to be a
space.
breadwinner,
Yeah.
but then I still have to have a curfew.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
yeah.
even messes with kids too, because
Yeah.
then it's like it's a weird dynamic
Yeah.
because you have to parent them, but then they're responsible for your livelihood and your mortgage. Nah.
Yeah. It shouldn't ever get to that point where the children are there.
Me and Dennis work our butts. Absolutely not.
Mm.
Absolutely not. I'll be in charge of my own destiny
Mm.
before I no.
Like even this dependency of the because we're talking about black tax in a couple of episodes ago, and it's this idea that in your my mum or whatever will be like, well, I looked after my mum, so of course you have to do it for me as well. It's this kind of thing of that they see it as a backup plan to their life, to be like, well, I know what I did. That means that you have to do that as well. And I was like, I don't
have to break the
think it should work like that.
No.
I didn't ask to be here, hon. Like,
You had the decision. And it's so crazy, especially when people talk about, I hear a lot of people talk about their mommy issues and their daddy issues.
Yeah.
When they say things like their therapist tells them, your mom was once your age too, you have to give her grace. And it's you're expecting the child to be the child and the parent at the same time. Why can't the parent just be the parent?
Yeah.
Why can't the parent bear that responsibility? That's the parent's job.
Yeah.
Why can't I be the child? I find myself not really being empathetic towards parents that do that to their children, because it's ultimately you're the bigger responsible person.
Exactly.
You're
You
the
should always know
parent.
better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you can't act right and your child doesn't want to talk to you,
I think
it's
one of
not
the
on
best
them.
sayings I saw was in adulthood, you see how you treat your kids when they were kids. As in, if your adult kids don't want to spend time with you, it's really reflective to how you treat them as they were a kid.
Definitely.
And you see loads of adult children who don't really want to hang on with their parents. Who will go and do the things they have to do.
Well,
But on every day, they'd actually rather not hang around with their parents. And a lot of it is testament to how they were treated as children.
Yep.
Because now they have to say to be like, actually, no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why don't be speaking too much when some people love being like, well, my kids are fine. Well, they seem good. Okay, well, we'll see in
We'll see
10
in
years,
exactly.
15 years.
When you're begging them to be like, oh, why don't you come and say that? Because
when they don't have to be around you.
Yeah.
When they don't have to depend on you financially. When they don't have to talk to you.
When
or
your kids
live with
don't need you anymore, how they treat you is dependent on
Yeah,
when
so
they
true.
don't need you anymore. It's because obviously as a teenager, I still need you. So I'm going to be here as much as I can.
Right.
But once it
there's
gets
no
to that
choice.
phase,
Yeah.
it's just, I do find parenting thing, because I do think there's grace of hey, they just got here too. They also don't know
For
what
sure.
they know. Yeah,
but there's only so much you're going to tolerate.
Yeah.
Because ultimately you're still the parent. I
Mhm.
fundamentally have a hard time accepting that I'm supposed to bear more of the responsibility as a child.
Yeah.
But that goes against everything I was raised to believe.
Yeah.
As a firstborn African daughter.
Mhm.
I'm supposed to, but that's your, I'm there.
Yeah.
How about I'm there to them. So
Mhm.
why do I get treated that way? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
The one line I'll never get over in my whole life, and no man has ever made it make sense to me, is deadbeat dads who are well, they've got a phone too.
Those people are
That
pathetic.
line, I've never
those people
understood
are-
it. Where someone's
those
like,
people are
have you not
washed.
called your kid? And dad will be like, well, they have a phone too. Why can't they call me?
Yeah, those people.
No one's ever made that line make sense to me.
Those people should have
so
never had
pathetic.
kids.
You know what? And we need to wake that up. We need to normalize having kids because you want to, not because you're told to, so that you don't raise them to end up in these weird.
Yeah.
Have them because, and I understand this is not a black and white conversation. Before people were like, well, when I was,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about you.
Yeah.
Rebecca, okay, calm down. But fundamentally,
Yeah.
I don't know. I personally, I think being a parent looks like the hardest thing in the freaking world.
Does it scare you?
Because it doesn't scare me, but it's
Mhm.
I look at, okay, so actually politics is a very good example. So my best friend just had her second, actually, I don't want to incriminate her. Well, she's my best friend, whatever. My best friend just had her second baby, and she is in circles with a lot of people with conservative views. And so I just think well, I don't have kids. So if I don't want to talk to somebody, I just don't have to talk to them.
Yeah.
But when you have kids and when you're really in community with those people, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Literally,
And your kids
how
are
do
friends,
you?
or they go to the same school or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The character development must be amazing. Because then I think well, you have to learn how to like get along to go along.
Yeah.
Whereas with me, I'm self-employed. I'm a business owner. So
Yeah.
I can fully be in control of the people that I want to be around. But what about people who can't?
Yeah.
And I just feel like that looks like the hard, or like what happens when your kids like turn 13 and they don't freaking like you. And sometimes it's stuff that's not your fault.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, they're mean.
They're just mean.
When
at
you're
that
a
age,
teen,
yeah.
you're mean.
There's a time where you just don't like your kids. I am absolutely
Or vice
sure.
versa. Yeah, when
There
you
were
don't like your
times
kids
when I was a
either.
teenager, my mom couldn't stand me. I'm sure there was.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
like,
I already know from my parents.
I'm sure my mom was like, get this fucking bitch.
But you know what though? No. But you know what? In my defense though, I got to an age where I realized my power. And I looked my parents in the eye and I said, y'all need me.
Yeah.
You don't have a nanny. You don't have a babysitter.
And I've got 6 siblings.
And there's 6 of them.
Yeah.
Childcare
Yeah.
is an epidemic in this
Yeah.
country. You live in America.
Yeah.
Okay? Better put some respect on it. Right here. We're gonna start turning the tables around right here, right now. And I'm sure they didn't like it. But they didn't have no damn choice. Just like I didn't have no choice.
Do you remember your come to Jesus moment with your mum where it's like, no, I'm a woman now. Like, you can't talk to me any type of way.
Yes, because I was still living at home at the time. And I think she must have said something along those like, when I was your age, I'd had 2 kids or whatever. And I was like, so you know I'm a big woman. Like, if at my so you know I'm not a you. Like, if at my age you've already done that, so you're aware that I'm a big woman then. So the fuck?
Was she gobsmacked?
No, she was just like,
You know, when they have nothing to say back.
At your age, I was like, with kids, I was like, so you're aware.
You're aware. So you know what time it is.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's always a time when you start paying rent.
Yeah, exactly. Because that was around the same time with me when I was contributing. It's like, actually, wait, I'm paying bills in
my
this
house
one.
too,
Like,
actually.
What the hell? Like, nah, you're not just gonna talk to me any type of way.
She be like, oh, you can't come into my house. I'm like, but we share this.
Exactly.
We split this half and half. Like, it's
Yeah.
mine and yours.
Literally.
And one thing, yeah,
It's actually ours.
and one thing about my mum, she don't play about is money. So I just remember just like getting into an argument with my mum, and I was like, you know, if you want to treat me like a kid, I'm not paying any more contributions. All of a sudden, she was just because one thing about my mum, she loves money.
Everybody on mute.
Yeah, she was fully on mute, fully.
There is a thing of like, because I remember someone saying to me, there was like, there's a part of when you grow up and like you can't live with your mum anymore.
No, you
Like
can't.
you just can't do it anymore.
It's
Like if
terror.
you
Yeah.
have the choice to not to get out of there, because
Yeah.
it's like you're both adults, but one still thinks is in charge of the other.
Yeah.
So it just does not make any sense.
Yeah.
You, like,
It's a
It's
very
the
real
most
thing.
messed up.
it cannot work.
And that's exactly why children ain't got no business
Mhm.
running them vlogs.
Exactly. Because if you are running that vlog, that comes earlier.
Yeah.
Like, I had it in my 20s. That comes when you're 17. I'm
Yeah.
like, I've been running this tiny household. I pay the bills here. Like, you
Yeah.
can't tell me nothing.
Exactly.
Girl, bye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I just don't. I don't know. I'm funny about children on the internet anyway, because I think it's a fucked place.
Yeah. It's
And
just
also, I
too
don't think
risky.
we know the extent of dark web.
Oh, it's
I don't
very-
even want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Like
same,
I
because
literally,
it's-
the less I know,
it's so depressing.
the better.
Mm.
The less I know,
I think
the
I've
better.
listened to one too many podcasts about the dark web that I'm just like, we don't know how
Yeah,
deep
how
that
dark
thing
it goes.
Like it
Mm.
goes insane.
I don't wanna
Because
know.
even WhatsApp is considered dark web.
Yeah, like
It
yeah.
truly is.
Sharing
Because
images
it's like
and
so.
stuff. Yeah.
It's when people
What?
talk like metrics and things like that to talk about the internet. Because what it shared on WhatsApp, you can't. It's encrypted. Like you
Control,
can't.
yeah.
That's true.
So you don't actually have any power on what's shared on WhatsApp.
Mm.
And a lot of it it can go without anyone knowing what's being shared.
There
on
was
WhatsApp.
someone that was arrested for just receiving something that was
Oh, yeah,
considered
years
to
ago,
be
wasn't it?
yeah. And I swear
On
it was an
WhatsApp?
auntie.
It was an
Yeah.
auntie. I think she worked in the police department. And someone
Yeah.
had sent
For
her
receipt.
something.
Oh, well, she
Yeah.
worked in the police department.
Yeah, but do you know when people send it around? Do you know when the aunties send around the like
Yeah.
fake news bullshit or whatever?
Yeah.
And it included child abuse or child pornography.
Mm.
And for some reason, they'd gone through her phone and seen. Do
And
you know some people that
yeah.
automatically save the pictures on her phone? Yeah, so she got
It can get quite
Yeah.
dangerous.
yeah. Like, and I'm pretty sure she lost her job. She was a whole trial about it, but I think she might have lost her job.
Whoa.
But it was just like a series of forwarded videos and shit like that that
Mm.
people just used to send around
Oh.
and things like that. I mean, there's a reason why WhatsApp started saying forwarded too many times.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they knew that shit was just kind
Yeah.
of like, this is
Yeah.
bad. Yeah,
Mhm.
so like, yeah, dark web it's a fucking dark place then,
Yeah, man.
basically.
No,
Definitely.
thank you.
Jackie, before we go, what do you want the people to know? Because this is not even in the UK. When will it be? Will it be soon? Because we have
Hopefully.
Sephora now.
I heard.
We have
How's
Sephora
it,
now.
how's it doing? So this is their second attempt. How's it doing?
Okay, so I think it's doing well, but you had a critique.
Yeah, I mean, I
What?
didn't receive the best customer service in there.
Ooh.
But my standards for customer service are very high because I feel like I worked
Well,
in retail for so long and I gave excellent customer service. So I feel
Yeah.
like I expect it back. It just wasn't great. I was looking for something for my eyebrows and the person was quite dismissive because he was so focused on doing his own makeup that he just was very,
that worked there?
but the Sephora here, the customer service was
And I
amazing.
think it's just so, every time I come to Sephora here, the customer service is
A1.
so good.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I don't think the UK is necessarily known for its customer
No,
service.
we're not.
But I want them to bring that Sephora
They need to do that same
knowledge
training.
thing,
That's so
bring it
interesting to me that you would
UK.
say that about customer service in the UK specifically because the hospitality business in the UK is huge.
Yes.
So you would think it would like transfer over?
Retail wise, that you
Yeah,
can
okay, that
retail
makes
is
sense.
fuck right off. They don't give a shit what you're
Yeah,
looking for.
they really don't.
Like you can be like, do you have this? You'll be there somewhere.
Yeah.
Whereas in Sephora here, they take you there. They're like, oh, let me try the shade with
Yeah,
you.
they
Blah
love
blah blah
it.
blah. Like,
They act like the girls.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
they're very, very
Ooh,
into it, and
have
they
you tried
love all the
this?
products.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think it's
They're
doing
really
better
cute.
than when it first came. So the one
Okay.
in Two Westfields now.
Oh, so there's more than one now.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
one
Oh,
in White City and in
lit.
Stratford as well. So I think it's doing a lot better than when because they tried it a couple of years ago and it just
Yeah.
didn't. But the thing is, Boots is fighting back.
Yeah, they're really trying. They've
Boots
even
is
got Boots Beauty, which
fighting-
is just like
Boots is fighting
exclusively
back.
beauty products.
So if you're trying to, I don't know what the Sephora deal is.
We're trying to go global. I would love nothing more than to go global.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like a step. It's kind of like, okay, let's do what we can in the US and really get good
Yeah.
and nail it and like have consistency. Because I was talking about this earlier, but you know how I was saying like we had to like rebrand based on like customer feedback. We really wanted to like do that and nail it and like
then take
really
it.
have a consistent customer experience. And we've more than done that. It's
Mm.
been 2 years since we did that rebrand. It's been doing so well.
Good.
Then, of course, we launched the perfume.
Yeah.
Now, I definitely feel like it's time. But I feel like now it's really probably going to come from an outside investment.
Yeah.
Because expanding to another country is a different beast. It's expensive. And in order for us to maintain the business that we have now, because it's still fully self-funded, it's kind of like we're maximizing what we can do on our own. We want to be able to expand globally. Like in my perfect world, we would be in the UK, we would be in the Middle East, and we would be in like in Australia or something. Maybe France. Those are like
The
our-
ideals. Yeah.
We're in Nigeria right now.
Are you?
Dope. That's
We
amazing.
are.
Yeah.
Not our fine fragrance, but we are we retail our candles at Beauty Hut Africa.
Okay, yeah.
So basically they work as like a distributor. So they
Yeah.
will ship all throughout the continent.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, they're kind of like our distributor. But even then, like I want to be able to have a stronger marketing strategy working with them directly in a way that we can't really do now because we're here in the US. But it'll take time. We'll get there. But
I
shout
mean,
out to Beauty
ultimately,
Hut.
when it comes to that business, it's still new.
It is still new.
Like it's still
It
like the
absolutely
perfume is 2
is.
years. And the perfume.
No, it's not even a year old.
It's not a year old
No,
yet.
it launched this spring.
No.
It launched
Wow.
this
Feels like
April.
it's been around
my God.
forever.
It feels like it's
Yeah.
been, I know, but no, it's not even a year old.
Congratulations.
You've
actually.
done a lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
thought it was
Take
in
your
the
time with
second year,
the
you know.
question.
Yeah.
Girl, it launched this
Ah.
April.
Okay.
4 years in the making.
That's
Wow.
insane. Hey, what did they say? There's no such thing as overnight success.
Yeah.
Like
That's
you
one
saw
thing
it
I
today,
wish-
but I've been doing it for
Mhm.
10 years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well done, man. That
Absolutely.
is amazing.
Thank you.
That is so like
Honestly, big
every time we
congratulations.
talk to you,
Thank
there's a new
you.
level. There's a new, and I'm so proud of you, as you know.
Thank you.
And like I said, anytime there is Jackie Aina talk, I was like, well, actually,
Yeah.
what you'll find,
I'll have you know.
I'll have you know, there's nothing wrong with boundaries,
Yeah.
okay?
Mhm.
And shit, like I'm consistently the fight of that.
I'm guessing you guys had a conversation about the congratulations on TikTok thing. Is that what you're talking
yes,
about?
yes, yes,
That
yes,
was so
yes,
stupid.
yes.
You know that didn't even happen.
What? Okay.
Yeah, because I saw your comment.
I didn't
like,
want to bring it up because I know things
was
like that
so
can be so
confused.
annoying. Where did that come from?
Probably one disgruntled person that got blocked that day.
see, people just make
I
shit
don't
up.
know.
And
I
then the
don't.
whole
I
thing was like,
literally.
I congratulated her and she blocked me. And I'm like,
I knew it was a lie
That
because that doesn't make
literally-
sense.
Is that
that
true?
Why would
literally-
you? Why would you
that
block someone
literally
for that?
never happened. Like it literally
no, Jackie,
never
it
happened.
must have happened. Do you know why?
Charlie, I
it
I
must have
swear
happened.
to you, the things that people said that they said to me, like it never, like I was reading the comments. I was reading people were saying, I said this and I got blocked. I'm
Yeah, it
reading
became
the
just a trend. It
comments.
just became a trend.
If I can read your comment, then I never.
yeah.
Like people were lying. It just became a snowball.
Yeah.
But I definitely did block people that day, but it was probably like 3 people. And then I
Mm.
went to bed. I was like, this is a normal. So I block people every day.
Yeah.
No, Jackie,
And
it
I
has
block
to
people
happen.
for.
I know I know what you're saying to me, but for my peace of mind, it has to happen. No, because
That
I
is
cannot
insane.
fathom that someone just woke up.
I
Because when we
see
were
that.
talking about, we were like,
And it's
well,
not the first time people have manufactured a scandal. I swear to you,
because I took it as that like what you're saying happened didn't happen like that. You probably said something cheeky in there. You probably
It
said
always never
because
happens
sometimes
the way that they
people
say
would
it
be like,
happens.
I said congratulations. What you really said was like, oh wow, that took long enough.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
shade in that,
There's
and that's
shade,
not
yeah.
just congratulations. So if you said that, cool, I can block you for that. But the fact that nothing happened and you're just saying that that's scary to me.
Why would someone block you for just saying congratulations anyway? Like, make it make sense.
And also
I
just in
blocked
like
no more people that day than I did on a normal Tuesday. And what was actually so fascinating was when I changed my name on. It started because I changed my name on TikTok, but I had
Mm.
already changed my name on Instagram.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it had already been a
Oh,
thing.
it's a whole
Yeah,
different-
yeah,
it's a whole
yeah.
But
different
TikTok,
audience.
I didn't know they have to approve it. So what happened was I changed it and it said, okay, we'll approve it and we'll let you know.
Mm-mm.
So then I was like, okay. And then it happened like a week and a half or 2 weeks later. So then when people were congratulating me, I didn't know what they were talking about. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I never got notified that the name change was approved. So
Mm.
I just hopped on one day and I saw congratulations. And then I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, people are so sweet. And I was like, okay, I realized it.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
I'm not stupid. I knew what they were doing. And then the comments got a little weird. The comments got a little overstepping. I'll say that. I think people were trying to like piece together things and there were like theories, but they were like taking place on my page and it just got a little weird.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really don't want this on my page. So I just deleted them,
Mm.
went on about my day. It's not abnormal behavior for me to
Yeah.
do this on my page.
Yeah.
It's my page. I can delete or
Even
block
if
whoever
I
I
don't
want.
like a comment, I don't
Exactly.
I'm gonna delete it.
Exactly. But I definitely was not blocking people. Like I wasn't even really getting any weird comments. It was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
people
yeah.
saying nice
Mm.
things. And I just went on about my day. But then after the comments got weird, I was like, I'm just gonna clean it up.
Filter this.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's just filter and just I don't want this to blow up and become something that it's not. And then it was at night, and then I went to bed. And then the next day, that's when I saw people were saying that I was doing a blocking spree, but I wasn't. So then I was like, are they talking about yesterday or are they talking about 2 weeks ago? Because I'm like, maybe I might have went on a 10 people, 20 people blocking spree 2 weeks ago, but I would never do that for people. I was very confused. I really just was like, you know what? If this is where we are, then
It is where we are.
I'm not really interested in participating.
Do you know what I was saying the other day? And like, I feel proud is the weird word, but I'm almost proud and surprised you didn't share any of that aspect because I think I've got used to everybody.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because these people thought that for the length of time I was wearing just one ring, that they were going to, I heard they would call me Lord of the Rings. They would call me, you've been engaged for how long now? It was so bizarre. And mind you, I don't even talk about my relationship. So it was a little bizarre seeing all of these floating theories about why he won't marry me. Things that I never shared with them because I don't talk about my relationship.
Yeah.
But it was so funny because I think that they thought they were gonna bully me into being like,
and
guys,
yeah. And here's the dress I wore,
and
here's
because
everything.
I didn't, I popped up one day
Good.
and said, "Hey,
it's
Wednesday. Hi,
good.
That is
what about it?
Because I've got nothing to prove to you.
Yeah.
I don't have
I've got
anything,
nothing to
and
prove
you
to
cannot
you.
bully me into oversharing. First of all, I don't want to generalize, but there is a certain demographic of people who are a bit more marriage obsessed and male identified than they care to admit.
Please,
And I'm not one of those people.
The pick-me's.
And I'm not one of those people.
Mm-mm.
So sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe you thought this
Yeah.
was gonna be the moment that I came on here and said,
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you thought
yeah.
you were gonna like bully me and harass me into proving something that I never had any place having to prove in the first place. You're never gonna have that much power over me. Absolutely
I
not.
love that.
No, rightfully so.
Absolutely
And why
not.
would you want to
Thank
share
you.
after that? After all of that speculating and all your bloody conspiracy theories?
That's
if
not a safe
anything, it would make
space.
you want to regress even more.
But I think
Exactly.
it is what it is. They want to bully you into doing it. They want you to feel like I'm going to prove to these people.
Oh, if
that
you
I
think you
would,
have
like-
a point.
Can't fall for
Oh,
that
if you
okey
think you
doke.
have a point to.
Yeah.
Oh, if you think you have a point to prove, baby,
Yeah.
you ain't.
And that's when they've got you, you know, when you consistently feel like you have to give them what they want, you're fucked.
Keep playing that game with me. Keep playing that game with me.
Yeah.
Keep playing that game with me. I have absolutely nothing to prove. And at the end of the day, people, when it comes to like weddings online, like, I don't know. I feel like every time somebody gets married, some strange things happen. I'm like, you guys are really weird with weddings. You know? Like, it makes you not really want to share. So, yeah, we were very, but from day one, the moment we got engaged, this was always, I said, Dennis really was really like, he really wanted to share the engagement. Because I was like, you know, guys,
and also
they're
he
proud.
planned all of that.
He planned it. So he wanted, but
absolutely.
after that, we from day one said, after that, we're keeping it private. And I don't think they thought I was being serious.
Yeah.
But also, it's the same people that will tell you how sacred marriage is and how this. But yeah, you want me to put it on the internet.
And
Do you know what I mean? Like, you want me to respect
all of that
it.
crap.
And you're the same people that say all of these things about marriage, but yet when it's my turn, you want me to, so I can prove to you that I'm no longer single? Or
I
can
feel like
prove
people
what
just
to
want to
you?
weaponize these things against you. Like,
Yeah,
they
they
want
do.
you to overshare so they can like use it against you.
Yeah.
And you know what? At the end of the day, as crazy as the internet is, like, I'd rather you make things up. I truly would. I remember seeing like a comment somewhere and someone said something like, oh, thank God he finally wifed her up after the years and years she's been begging to be with him.
And you know,
congratulations on their struggle relationship.
And
I remember reading that thinking, okay, cool. What is your name?
Yeah. Who's you?
Who are you? And what do you mean the years of years I've been begging him? Were
They
you
don't
with
know
us?
shit.
Were
It's
you
just
in
all
the room when I begged
theories.
him? Like, what did you see to make you assume that I begged him?
They just make up. They just make up stories.
It's honestly, but you know what?
the little they get.
I'd rather people do that than for me to like share actual true things. I'd rather them make up stuff, and I'd rather it give psychosis than you actually having my own tea. Because in fact, the crazier the theory is, I'm like, you know what? Period.
Yeah.
I love that. You don't know nothing about me. Like, actually, you kind of eating. You kind of
Yeah.
eating because you're just proving to me that like you don't know nothing about me.
I'm doing
So
it
the
right,
crazier and the more unhinged, chaotic, like just pull that from the depths of your rectum.
What's the most unhinged thing you've seen about you?
Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
like,
pretty
stuff I'm
up
just
there.
like,
I can
what?
imagine.
People are, oh, I bought my own. People said I bought my ring that I bet like based on.
I don't know
what?
how you
They
did
don't know
this for so
anything.
long. I don't enjoy it.
Based on, I see
I
this
don't know how
stuff
you've
and
done it
I'm
for so
like,
long. I don't know how you've done this
really-
for 15 years.
but you know what though? I actually feel like at its core, one, a lot of people are married, like their personality, their life goal and mission is to become married. Otherwise, what else? Surely if you're engaged after a certain amount of time, it's the woman's fault. Especially the Black woman's fault. And I feel like a lot of people, like I see a lot of anti-Black rhetoric around marriage, specifically when it comes to women. They don't think it's possible for me to be Black, successful, and to not have had to have begged a man to want to be with me. They really in their heads think I'm begging to be with him, that this is a struggle love situationship, that I'm hand carrying this relationship and my man on my back.
In fact, you're paying him monthly.
That I'm paying to be with.
Yeah, of course. It's a monthly fee.
It's insane. And it's like, you don't even think it's possible that someone who looks like you could be pampered, taken care of, to not have to beg for love and companionship. That's so sad. I don't even take it personal because it's like, that's how you were probably raised to think.
And also, if it is you, it's like, why her? She's not even that nice. Or why, like, it's this weird thing of like,
There's
I look
always
exactly
going to
like
be,
you.
there's
Or
always
like,
going to be something.
if you don't believe it for me, you don't believe it for you. It's like, why is this so
That's the
unbelievable?
problem.
Yes,
because they don't believe it for them.
Mm.
And that's why, because in my heart of hearts, like I have my dream life. So it's easy for me to look at stuff like that and to be like, you have a lot of work to do internally. It has nothing to do with me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
So
Never
I don't
does.
take it personal. That's how I do this for 15 years. This has nothing to do with
That's
me.
a you thing. Yeah.
That's a you thing,
Yeah.
babe. And you're going to have to, because if you don't think it's possible or if you're not experiencing it, of course,
Of course,
the people, the main people who scam think everybody else is a scammer.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Everybody, there ain't no way. Why? Because you ain't doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a you problem.
Yeah,
babe.
absolutely.
So I don't, and I am really intentional about like keeping my loved ones like off my platform because like I want people to see that it's possible, but I also don't want to like exploit our relationship and stuff.
Yeah.
And you guys know I was married really young, like so. Divorcees move a
Also,
little
why
different.
why wouldn't that be a thought process to be like, actually to marry for? Maybe she just wants to
People,
take
it
her time with
requires
this.
thinking. Remember, we're in a thinking
But
deficit.
it doesn't even require
In
critical thinking.
2020.
It's actually
Yeah.
like basic
Both.
thinking.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
both.
Like,
It's both. People don't want to think.
like, hey,
Empty
maybe she's
head.
taking her time with this because her experiences,
Mm.
or maybe they've done it and I just don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, that is very possible.
Maybe I just have no idea because I don't know her.
Like,
Maybe that's an option.
Remember how we're all strangers on this app?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know,
Like you don't
I know,
actually know
I know.
me.
Following gives us the illusion that we're like neighbors.
yeah.
But we are still. I want people to go back to interacting with
Mhm.
one another online.
Yeah.
Like we're strangers. Like we got to bring back social norms.
Yeah. It's
We got to
true.
bring back hello.
Yeah,
how are
yeah,
you?
Yeah.
My name is like.
Yeah.
Why are you on my page talking about damn sis? Like, what's wrong with your left titty?
And
What?
You didn't know your left titty was. I was like, I don't know what's
I don't
on
know.
this.
You tell me
I didn't
like
know
noticed
anything until
it.
now.
And then going back to your point when you're saying earlier,
crazy.
where because so many other influencers let them bully them into putting that
Mhm.
content out, so they think
Absolutely
everybody
not.
else will. Because
Mhm.
so many other people be like, "Well, I'm married now.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
engaged
People
now."
give in.
So like
Yeah.
people give in to that, so they think everybody else with enough pressure will give in. But
No.
like, no, I don't think anyone needs to see that. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
And as to what, so you can like it and screenshot it,
just so
Yeah.
you can
tag
react to
your-
it, just so
yeah.
you can compare. And that's a really emotional day. And to me, like, I don't even experience it because, like, obviously I haven't put that out there yet. But like some of my friends that have had very public weddings, and people just like rip them apart. And I'm
like with their dress.
that would hurt me over the most minute things.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I would have expected you to do an updo. And it's like,
Oh, I would have
well,
thought she'd
oh
look
my
nicer.
God.
Okay.
Oh my God.
it's like brutal.
How
And
exhausting.
it's like
beautiful.
we don't.
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
I also even feel like the bigger conversation about the internet. Remember, we don't have to have an opinion about everything all the time, all at once. We just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
sometimes
you,
scroll.
sometimes it's like there's a time and a place for that.
Mhm.
Why do I need to react? Like, I don't care. Like, if that's how you feel the most beautiful, then
Yeah,
who
that's
cares?
it.
Exactly.
I can
Yeah.
understand being like, oh, I'm so surprised she went with that. Like, I would have thought she'd be into this, but I would never like.
I won't say it. I won't come
Yeah,
out.
I wouldn't even
not
say that.
publicly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Again, group chat. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, I'm smashed with that.
if mamas didn't eat, you know, I might, or
Mm.
maybe if you, I don't know, if you was like a side chick or something, I might be talking crap.
yeah.
But like, I don't know, like I wouldn't just completely trash out someone else. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it's not nice.
But you know, the internet is gonna internet.
I
Right,
know.
Jackie, where can everyone find you or deal with you or whatever? We've been talking for about 2 hours, babe. We
Oh
have
my
taken- we have
God.
taken your time.
That's why I'm so hungry. You can find me at Jackie Aina.
Yes.
But I have 2 Instagrams. The other one is Lavishly Jackie. It's where all my home stuff,
Yes,
my
it is.
luxury
Aw.
Yes.
lifestyle. And yeah.
And
And
TikTok?
Forever Mood.
Yeah.
TikTok?
Same Jackie Aina
Jackie, I know.
everywhere.
Wait, so
Except
the
Twitter.
name change has not changed the handle
No, it's just my name.
as it's displayed.
Mm.
Okay.
But I'm still at Jackie Aina.
Okay,
Got it.
perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Jackie, I love you. We love you. Thank
Yeah,
you
we
so
really
much.
chopped
for
it up. It
doing
was such a good,
this.
fun, girly chat. I loved it.
Always a good time talking to you. And also thank you for the
Always.
perfume. I am going to start
Me
with the
too,
London
boy.
girls.
The London girls are gonna be.
Oh my
you better hide this
Exclusive.
bottle.
They're going to be like, oh, it's not available here.
Hide these bottles.
Yeah, sorry.
It's not available here, sorry. It's an exclusive thing for us.
Exactly.
Guys, thank
Banging.
you so much for listening to this episode. I've been your girl, Tolly T.
Just call me Audrey.
And,
Jackie Aina Asamoah.
hey, thank you. That was
This
you,
episode is brought to you by
guys.
Spotify.
Sure.